The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Battle beast wood! Fire! Fire burns wood! Battle beast fire! Water! Water puts out fire! Battle beast water! Wood! Wood beats water! Battle beast! Battle for the fun of it! Just activate their battle badges.
I got fire! I got water! Water beats fire!
Battle beast!
Wood! Fire! Fire beats wood!
Battle beast can grow into an army! Collect all 84. Battle beast!
Long time listener, first time caller.
Long time listener, first time caller. Long time listener, first time caller.
First time
Caller.
First time caller.
After downloading the free Discord app, use the invite link in the description or scan this QR code with your phone to be taken to the Beyond Wednesdays Discord server.
First time listener, long time caller.
There you will see the Modern Comic Mayhem category on the left with the call-in waiting room. Join that call-in waiting room, set up your camera and your mic, and have your questions ready.
Call me now!
I love Saturday nights because the sessions get really, really good. I save like the bottom of the barrel like goodness for the Saturday night sessions. They get so good that I forget to turn on my camera and my audio too. So you guys let me know if everything sounds good out there watching. We appreciate you guys. We got a full crew tonight. We got Blue Green. We got the CEO. We got Yeezee, and we got Josh, a.k.a. at International Comics, a.k.a. the Foreign God. Is that what people call you, bro? Do they call you the Foreign God? What would you do if you got called the Foreign God?
Far from.
I mean, when people are doing panels about you and stuff like that, like during their Foreign Comics panel, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So, a lot of interesting news this week on the TV and movie front and all that fun stuff. And we'll go over FOC tonight too. Did you guys see the hot books this week? What up? We got Nate too.
What's
Nate's
up?
Nate.
Did you guys?
How are you?
Did you guys see the hot list this week at all?
I did not.
I caught part of it.
It's
Are you
interesting.
talking about like the hot 10 from last night?
It feels like we're getting a little bit more love from the movie spec world right now, right? For the hot books. It's not going to last. It's fleeting. It might already be dropping. Like, you guys know how the hot list works. The hot list,
Right.
if it's 90% of the time, if it's on that list, it's already coming down and you just don't know it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
That's like Stein's hitting the peak of what that book is hitting.
yeah. I mean, sometimes they'll go up a little bit. You know what I mean? They might go up. They might go up, a little bit. But usually they're not on the list more than once. Every once in a while you get a couple that are on there a couple times. But I think there was more love from the TV and movie world spec this week. A lot of Madam Web spec from that trailer, right? Everybody's talking about the Madam Web books. The Fantastic...
Aranya.
Yeah, Aranya. The Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter. I can't believe that Madam Web book is even sells what it sells for.
Yeah, it's like the wrong Madam Web book.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because isn't it the one from Secret Wars? Like, or I guess depending on which one is the right one.
They're all
it
in
was
there,
in
bro.
like a newer Craven run.
They're all in there, bro. It's ridiculous. It's but it's
because
selling.
Madam Web looks the same as in the comics as she does on the movie now, right? Some old lady versus some bitty
also a
actress,
CW character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But anyways,
isn't that all Sony Productions?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They're garbage. How many people out there have you heard that are like really excited for this? I feel like the only people that are excited for this are like people that are doing content and trying just to say they're excited for it because it didn't look good. You know what I mean? It looked like
I'll probably go see it. But...
Well, you know what I'll say? I'll say there was one real quick. I want to say this. There was one part that looked really bad, and that was when they showed the other Spider Girl with those with what looked like she had the Tony Stark tech on her back. There was a picture of her that looked so cheesy, dude. It looked really bad, but maybe it didn't look as bad as I was thinking. I was expecting everybody calling it like CW trailer like stuff. I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah. This seemed like an odd strategy when they first announced this stuff, right? I mean, Venom did all right. I mean, the first one, some people loved, some people are lukewarm. The second one kind of didn't do that great. But when they rolled out this strategy of, okay, we'll make the Spider-Man movies with Disney, but we're going to choose all these random villains or random side characters and focus movies on them. Morbius kind of made sense. Craven, I mean, I don't know, like to focus a movie on a villain. I mean, you can get away with it like with Joker, but some rando villain that nobody's ever heard of before, that's a hard thing to do, man.
Yeah. Here it is. Here's the book that everybody's going crazy for again. How many of you guys made money off of this book?
I mean, I never had it.
I never bought it.
Book.
I just
I've got one at CGC right now.
Anything well with it.
I made a lot of money off this book on Whatnot. I sold this book many times. This book was selling for crazy money. It was selling for probably double of what it's selling for now, and it's one of the hot books of the week.
Really? I think it'd be hard because just the color, because the black and.
I still can't believe a 9/8 $1,000 though.
Yeah,
that's it. For a 9/8?
$9.75.
What is the high on a 9/8 of these? Does anybody able to look that up? I want to know what a high on an Amazing Spider-Man 210 CGC 9.8
I could get the 9/8 on the Black Cat ASM.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a hard book to get a 9/8 on, period.
Yeah.
The Black Cat one. I get this one.
And there's more of falling for that. The Madam Web thing, I've never really understood.
So 9/8 highs were, let's look. Now there are newsstand editions. So that makes it. So at one time in 21, which is, I kind of linked it as the kind of like the baseball steroid area. I kind of forget about those. $2,500 at one point.
Dude. Yeah.
I mean, this year's high was 1440. So
wow.
Yeah, and that was way back in February.
I got one at CGC, but it's not coming back more than a 9.4.
Would you buy it for like $1 back in the day?
I think I found it for like $10 at a con or something.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but Tony, they also graded Punch that aren't really the real punches at 9.8, so you never know.
Yeah.
Did you see? You guys hear? They caught a little hate, just a quick bit of that Epic Nation hate, and Brittany put out a post basically saying we don't fuck with that guy anymore. Right? She put an end to that stuff. She's like, nope.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From what I saw, did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did see that screenshot. That was that on the CGC forums. They announced that.
I believe so.
Well, at least they're actually doing something about it instead of just sweeping it under the rug, I guess.
Yeah, listen, CGC's running a business. They're trying to do everything they can well, They're going to make mistakes. And
the problem is what you want to do, and you have to hire so many people to actually grade all these comics, and then if you're trying to get into video games and just all these different avenues, there's just not enough talented people, especially guys that are trying to train the people who are actually getting all the books. It's just you're going to have mistakes, but the problem is when one really comes up and we can see it, it just accentuates the problem.
Yeah. Well, there's been a couple mistakes of theirs lately. They got our boy Leg with on a 10 on a book he got a 10 on. That's hardcore.
He's been pressing the shit out of it, huh? He's a really good press.
Here's the other book that's on fire. Good old Secret Wars #7.
Yeah.
First, Spider Woman 2, Julia Carpenter. What was the high on this one, Dino?
Because I feel like these were was it a year and a half, 2 years ago? Like these are the ones you're trying to find in the back issues if you can for cheap.
Yeah, man. And this is a classic. I'll pick up Secret Wars books cheap.
All the Secret Wars, that first run are just beautiful covers.
There's a newsstand, but that wasn't that bad. This for 7 was
a 9
84, right? Yeah. So this was a high way back in the day of 22 was $512, $400, $618 back in 2020, but now it's $300 roughly.
$200 one sold for, dude.
Yeah. So it's 210, 230, 225, 258.
Everything's it feels like it's about half. I mean, I know everybody says you got to get those prices out, but I'm telling you, as somebody that has made money selling comic books before, it's hard to get those out of your head unless you're one of those super sellers. Like we all know those super sellers that just all they care about is slinging comics. They'll sell stuff for cheap as long as they sell it and they know they can make their by the way, shout out to Mom and Sons. I just did a show. I think I was on a thorough show with those guys, with Son from Mom and Sons, and good people. I just saw they got accepted over to eBay Live. eBay Live's bringing in a lot of new people, which is very interesting. So
I just saw Skeleton Key. I just read on their Instagram they got eBay Live too.
Shout out to our boy Rage Theo too. Rage Theo's over there now.
What is actually like the vetting process to get on eBay Live?
You have to go through an application. Yeah, you have to go through an application process, but I don't know behind the process. They already look at your Instagram following, like everything else, and see if and if you have like credible stores and maybe something of that nature.
Yeah.
Sales.
Probably, I bet you it's a lot of the people that have been doing it, and that are able to prove they can do it on a certain level, I imagine. They're not going to just allow anybody to jump over there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're asking them, like, can you ship mass books? Do you have mass books? If not, what are you doing to get that type of quantity of books, right?
The reason I ask is I just remember, like, leaving the con in New York and, like, when Clutch was on, it was just amazing when you're trying to watch, like, just, the Cobra Commander one or, just the Transformers one. And all of a sudden the audience goes from like 164 to 360 to 900 to 2000, 4000. I mean, it's just, the permutations are they just blow up. It's just nothing like you've seen before. And there's just no way when you have 50 copies, you're going to get one. So it's like, it's just, that part is interesting on that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like the Wild West days of Whatnot, when every book was getting 3x what it should. At least when they roll out and have multiple streams at the same time.
Tony, I think if you have like a hot book or like a variant or something like that, like you could see like because everyone's going to go into the stream, you could see it like blowing up. Like I could see that just watching from like New York Con.
I just hope they don't go into sellers like kind of like not, I guess, Whatnot to an extent. I guess because I won't shit on them. I guess, but like store variant people, just it just all becomes a store variant drive kind of thing. You know, like
Well, but that's kind of the thing that ruined Whatnot too. At the same time, that it almost became like an outlet mall for store variants to get rid of inventory they didn't want anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that. I just hope eBay Live doesn't do that. You know, like at the.
Because if you only have so many and everyone's trying to get it and just blow it up. I mean, I thought the best part, like, I remember when I was flying in, because, like, I was actually texting with Leg, and that's when they had the Capullo, was it the black and whites? And he got the first one for nothing, and I was just trying to get the Transformers one. And it's almost like people, like, depending on the timing, people hadn't really kind of gotten into it, but then towards the end of the con, like, everyone was just flooding it. Yeah, it was the timing.
I mean, so I mean, we used to do that at Baltimore all the time. Like, you know, and all that happens is basically nobody knows in the Wild West in the beginning, right, what books are going to go. So it's all like shaky ground and nobody wants to commit to a large order or something. And then it's like people are looking throughout the day of eBay and like, oh, I need to go get this
shit,
book.
I can make money on that.
Yeah, it's $600. And then, I mean.
Yeah.
What I have a question about the market of on y'all's opinion. So, like, I know, like, prices were inflated during 21 and 22, but if the prices pre-pandemic are still higher than what it is now, do you consider that still a healthy market then?
I mean, I've looked at a lot of these through our Monday show too. Like the prices have stayed the same, like roughly. You know what I'm saying? Not okay. The super keys are super keys, but like medial books, like I'll take for this example, like you're talking about Marvel Secret Wars 7. It's $295 at the high and $70 at the low. It was $251.46 back in 18, $310.46 for 2019, and that's like 67 sales in 2019. So I mean, that's what I usually see. I see like 20, 21, 22 like artificially big numbers, and then I see it going back to like 29 times. So I think people will say, I guess economically, right? People will say that, oh, it's inflated numbers, but it's a market correction, right? I mean, that's basically what it comes down to, and it's a market corrected back to where it was because not everybody has free money anymore. I mean,
right.
I think it's still healthy. You're not making triple, 3. It's a multiplier, right? You're not making 2 or 3x anymore. You're making
okay. I see.
Pre-pandemic stuff.
Yeah.
That's my take.
You're not thinking about quitting your job type money anymore.
Yeah. Right. Well, you know, we talked about, and we know certain people that we've known that, like, people who are buying, the thing that kills us right now is, like, people who are buying at the high prices, remember, oh, it's going to go even higher and even higher. It's like, dude, if you didn't get off those books immediately, well, you are at a 50% hit. And I know people are sitting there trying to sit there and be like, oh, it'll go back up. It's like, no, not 2 or 3 times, man.
You know, There's no guarantee of anything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the prices depend on how many people want the stuff, right? Mm-hmm. How many people are in the hobby buying the stuff or wanting to at least keep the stuff. But if between now and 5 years from now, we've got a bunch of people just dumping their collections, I'm out of this. I'm not gonna have anything to hand off to my kids. You know, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I mean, prices could be a third where they are now, really.
Well, it's true.
I don't know, not to be pessimistic, but there's no guarantees that, you know, these charts come back. I mean, they could.
I just remember I was talking with my dad about back when the original iPod came out in 2005, and Apple was $60 in 2005, and just talking about that and going from 60 to 90, it was like 3 months. He's like, you should sell. I'm like, why? He's like, well, it can only go so high. I'm like, that's not true. I was like, it can go as high as you. I was like, it can go forever. I was like, it can go all the way to 0. I was like, it works both ways. And I was working for it was Wachovia at the time during the financial crisis. And I remember he called me at one point. He was like, you know, hey, I bought some Wachovia stock, and they'd gone from 50 to like 20. And I remember he called me and told me that. I was like, why'd you buy that? He goes, well, I think it can only go so low. I'm like, yeah, it can. It can go all the way to 0. I was like, you have absolutely no idea what's going on here. I was like, get that out now. I was like, I don't care if it's recorded or what, but I can tell you, I was like, I can see what's going on it can get much. I was like, it can
Do
go
you
all the
think
way
it's
zero,
gonna-
or it can just keep going all the way.
So do you
Yeah.
think it's going to continue to drop? Do you think that we're going to see even lower prices on these things? I mean, we're seeing at least half on everything, right now.
I've been seeing like Blue Beetle, Miss Marvel, like I guess the not popular characters, right? We call them, and they just take a tank right after their appearance, I guess. I mean, look at Captain Marvel 17 second prints, right? They were what, $6,000 at one point, or big boy
they're
numbers.
so cheap now.
Now it's just like, it's back to, I don't know what a 9/8 going for, like $1,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
somewhere
it is.
around there.
Something like that. Like,
Yeah.
who bought it at $6,000 and who's, it's like.
Does it feel like also like the second and the different level characters? Because if you want this Miss Marvel or something that. I mean, if you still want to go after like a high level book, I mean they're still expensive. They may not be as expensive, but like the Sentry, those are hard. Like the 9/8, the blacks.
Mm-hmm. I love this set, dude. This is a great set with the variant, the 1 in 50, and the San Diego Comic-Con. I've always loved the Sentry. We've talked about many times on many shows about how cool the whole little shtick. I mean, some people are pissed at that shtick, but I love it. I think that type of stuff is funny and just creates cool lore. And I think the Sentry is a cool character. It's going to be very interesting to see how they utilize the Sentry as the character we know, right? Like the whole with the Void and everything. I just hope that they don't use him for like like they kill him or they you know what I mean? I want the Sentry to become like a good guy. I'll be a real bad guy, become a good guy, become a bad guy again. Like keep using that character.
We should kind of write this down. Like, Century 1 right now is what, $350, $400? It'll be interesting when the movie rolls around. Give it like a month or whatever afterwards and see what the price is.
Oh,
getting those 9/8s on those blacks. I mean, it's really hard. I don't know how many listed, but there's not like tons and tons. But
I think you're right though, Brian. I think there's a good chance that this is like either a one and done or like a maybe build them up in one and then face off with them in the next or something like that. It's not a character he's been around in Marvel, but he's kind of famous for dying.
Yeah.
This is the problem that they already have though. They wash through, especially the villains.
Right.
They just don't build on them. And I think that's honestly one of the problems that MCU's run into is they just have literally just the guys that could be villains. I mean, we talked about this with what was that horrible last Thor movie? Like how they just destroyed.
It always goes back to the writing though.
He could have been such an incredible bad guy,
that's a Disney Sony issue because of Venom and Symbiote and.
No, I'm sorry. No, with
Gore.
Yeah. They
That's not
couldn't
symbiote.
They couldn't. Yeah. That's
That's not
all like
symbiote, it's
retconned
just-
into symbiotes and Null.
Yeah, but
and...
they could have written it better.
They could have written it better. Yeah, they just couldn't do his actual.
Oh, I see what you're saying, but I think that also part two is, and I said this a long time ago, is like he would have been the perfect villain if they would have done Roxanne right or correctly from Thor, and brought in not the guy who turns into Bull. I'm blanking on the name.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's some one and done villains. Hela was great. She was only in one movie. I mean, she's great.
They shouldn't do one and done villains.
The problem is they're all one. Yeah.
I think, like you said, the burn through rate on a villain's crazy. But I think the other thing too is I think they think like Super Bowl, right? Who wants to see the Chiefs in another Super Bowl, or who wants to see the same thing over and over again? I think executives think that that's the mindset. They don't want to see the same person in 3 movies, even though right Endgame and Thanos was like the most successful part of it. Like, but.
So I was thinking Dario Azure. I'm sorry. So I feel like that's the guy they could like taking Christian Bale and made him into an extended version, like make him to a bad guy who may not seem like a bad guy, but gets worse and just could really control a lot of things behind the scene. But it's like they're trying to appease or make everything happy or anti-heroes or
Gore was definitely wasted. I mean, we didn't. He's the God Butcher, and we didn't get to see him butcher any gods at all. Like they could have spent the first 12 minutes of the movie just having him go from realm to realm, taking down Ares, taking down some, it would have been cool.
Yeah.
I hope not. Golden State Comics says the Sentry is a one and done character easily, not much content beyond the void, in my opinion. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that $5 super chat. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I don't know what to say about the whole one and done villain stuff. It's stupid. It's idiotic. That's why comics are great, because the villains are never one and done. They're always could be coming back. You know what I mean? There's new stories for them and stuff, and they come back.
I'll mention this. It's not villain related, but a friend of mine called me with his son, and they're not Marvel people. Never read the comics, but they were trying to understand like Adam Warlock from Guardians of the Galaxy, and they were like, "Why did they make him so stupid?" And they just couldn't figure that part out. And I was like, "He's not like that. He's actually a really big character, but you would never know it from watching Guardians of the Galaxy. They just kind of."
Well, that's how he was. Wasn't that how he was in the comics? Like, he was a baby. Like,
I don't think it comes. I get it, because like if you're trying to, in the movie, they've tried to make him like maybe he came out, but like I don't think it translated very well.
Yeah, no, I mean it made him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know, then you'd be like, "What the hell is this?" Like,
yeah.
But I mean, he was like a man-child. Like,
what's up, Joe?
What's up, guys?
What's up,
there he is.
Chilling.
I'm kind of fucking pissed off, dude.
Why?
Uh-oh.
That never happens.
Well, because my wife bought the wrong animal crackers.
I thought you were eating popcorn because you were so entertained about what was going to happen next.
These don't have the bears in them, dude. This is fucking bullshit.
Did she not buy the iced cracked animal cookies?
I don't like the ice, dude. I like the ones with the bear. They come with the fucking bear, and she got
inside the bear.
One,
like you actually buy the bear.
Yeah, she got this one from fucking Sam's, and it has no fucking flavor in it, dude.
Let me tell you something. Have you ever seen one of those launched out of a 10-story building? Because I have, out of my dorm room, and it's amazing like how that lands on people.
Hey, did you guys see that X-Men book I found today? So if you go on my IG. It's from the XMen movie, but I guess it was a comic giveaway. I don't know too much about it, but like on eBay, they were selling for like $50 to $100.
I told you can't hide
Which
money.
movie?
X-Men.
The first one.
The first one.
Which one?
That was like
the one that you showed on your IG?
Yeah. Look at it on eBay, man.
Let me look it up. Which issue is that?
Number 1. It was from the movie.
X-Men number 1, that's what it's called?
Yeah, X-Men 1.
Like movie adaptation or something like that? I would guess.
Here, I'll tell you what it's called.
I've seen a few movie variants from movie editions from the first and second one.
No, that's not it. It's called... It's called X-Men the Movie I Connect Special, number 1, 2001. I Connect.
Say it again. X-Men the movie.
X-Men the Movie I Connect. C-O-N is one word. Yeah. I Connect. Yeah.
Were they giving out theaters at the time?
Yeah, I guess special.
Yeah.
Go back up. The movie. I think that's it right there. Special edition. So there's 2 different covers. Look at that. That's one cover right there.
Which one do you have?
This
the
one
2000.
Right
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, 145, $115. Look at that.
Yeah, I paid $1.
$1 love.
I'm
Not
pressing
bad.
it right now.
You
Yeah.
couldn't get it for 50 cents, Joe?
Nah, man, it was only $1 because it didn't have a price on it. It was a giveaway, and Half Price Books has a policy. If it's like one of those books, they just charge $1.
Joe, are
Salvador
you the only one
LaRocca
that still has
cover?
the half-price books in town? Because I feel like you would have run it out of town or out of business by now.
Dude, I was just going through it, and I go, "Wait a minute, that looks like the movie." I took one
Yeah.
close look,
Yeah.
you know, so I just picked it up. That's a rare fucking book, man.
How many have sold?
Does what you call it? What's our price guide called?
Cover price?
Cover price.
Wizard.
$24.
Wizard. Oh, $24. Okay.
Hold on. Let's don't pop your bubble yet.
Well, you know what I was going to do? I was going to sell it and leave the receipt of Half Price Books in the book.
That would be funny, bro.
Oh my god! What an asshole!
No, I'm not that mean. I'm just playing.
And then they figure out your credit card. And they figure out your credit card with your last 4 digits, and then
that's bad.
all these charges. It's like, oh no, where are all these charges coming from?
That's where bad luck happens when people do that shit, dude.
You're right. You are correct, sir. All right, back to that spec talk. You know, we were talking about could it save Marvel and this and that. Hey, you know what? If anything, I think it's the opposite. I think that the Authority, if done right, everything they're doing with these characters, this shit could save DC, the DCEU, right? If they do this right, this could be gritty. This could be really good. They're spreading out the characters into the bigger plans. This could be badass. Am I wrong?
It could be. I just I saw where James Gunn, like, they put out the villain for Superman.
Yeah, the engineer.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know if I really understand what's going on. Not that I ever really did with DC, but
bro, this
is that going to be.
I like the Authority, but I haven't read it in a long time. I was like, they could do something with it, but I just don't know if James Gunn's going to, again, spread too thin, trying to figure out who's doing what. And
I think it's a lot of members, man. It's like, what, 7 people in this thing? Like,
yeah, but we'll only go after the cool ones, you know, like the Engineer, Apollo, Midnighter, like, you know, Jenny. You'll go after the cool ones, right? But I mean, it's not going to do the same type of shit that, you know, we had done in the past. But I think that if the movies are good enough, that they could kind of go along the whole, you know, the whole world, make it a little grittier. Actually, these are cool characters.
I wish they would do it like Invincible, where it's a TV series. You know how, like, the new, I don't know if anyone watched the new season of Invincible, it's really good. But they're doing like subplots of like the characters, you know, and like different episodes and stuff.
Right.
I mean, I think that's.
I just wish DC would try and be DC and not try and be Marvel, and try and be rougher or grittier or darker or do DC. Like, I thought the Peacemaker was a great series, but
yeah, that's what I was going to say. They should
don't try and copy. I think that's what they got. The problem is they're trying to copy Marvel. That's what F Suicide Squad, the original one.
No, I think Peacemaker. You introduce Plastic Man, Booster Gold, and have that all those slapstick kind of comedy type of. I mean, that Peacemaker show was hysterical, man.
I know, and you had some really cheese dick characters in there, and it was great.
Yeah, I think James Gunn has proved that it almost doesn't matter what characters you use for either one, Marvel or DC. You just need a really good script.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Script is key.
You can watch a movie about a tree.
Hey, go back up. Go back up.
Oh,
there it is, right there. That teaches you how to press and clean your books, right there.
Is that how you learn?
Hey, I bought it, man. I bought it. $25, man.
It's all in one book. It'll tell you how to do it.
Hey, it's even got a 9.8 in the bottom right corner, so you know it's legit.
Yeah, dude.
Can you grade that book?
Jacob.
You should send it to CBCS.
Jacob Gabidis. Shout out Jacob Gabidis.
Well, listen. What do you think about like the early stuff? Like here's the first, like these appearances. First, Jax Hawksmoor, Jenny Sparks. Like these books, we're gonna start seeing jump up on some of these hot lists here soon. Of course, first Apollo and Midnighter needs to be on that list, right? The first.
I'll tell you, if Stormwatch would somehow get, I love the old Stormwatch.
Hell
so if
yeah.
somehow or another that actually got incorporated in, I'd love to see Battalion and those guys come through.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
When's Authority expected to come out?
Look at that. That's a tough book, dude. That Stormwatch number 4 is so tough. And look, and the cover is awesome. That's a badass cover, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look. It says June. It says theoretically June 11th, 2025. But now it's probably 2026 because of the writer's strike, maybe.
Yeah. Well, and then is it Superman? Is that going to be the first James Gunn of DCU? Is that?
Yeah, Superman Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. These are badass too. These Authority Absolute editions. They're rare, dude. They're hard to find. So spec on those if you see them for cheap. And any of your like. Do you guys have like those stores? Like we have these stores out here in Arizona called Zia, and they used to be like a record store back in the day, and you go get your used music, used CDs and stuff, and buy them. And then now they've turned into like a place where they sell like books and comics and all kinds of shit, toys. But
no, I don't think we have those out here in Texas.
You don't have anything like that, like that does that type of thing.
Sounds like half price books.
Like a book,
I mean,
like a half price. It's kind of like a half price books, yeah.
But Second and Charles, I guess, because they sell like guitars and TVs and logos and all that crap.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Fucking A.
I mean, I can like we have a bunch of record stores here that like where they'll buy like used records, if that makes sense.
I've been noticing too on Facebook, like Marketplace. I've been seeing a lot more local people putting listings up for comic books as well too. Like pre-pandemic and like kind of going into it, I didn't see that many, or like wouldn't even say good deals, but a lot of people are listing collections. It's kind of interesting. You,
I would love to buy more collections, but I hate that you have to like, unless you have a place like a storefront to bring them in. It's rough. It's tough to get those collections, man. Like. All you guys that are still rocking in your brick and mortar shops, and if you're thinking about like, hey, maybe it's time to go, which I understand it, if you can do it from your house, why wouldn't you? But at the same time, having that storefront available for people to bring shit in is so important. It's unreal.
My buddy bought a collection from a guy that is going blind. He's getting old. I mean, older in his years, and he had a shop. I guess in Midwest, or he has at least 3 or 4 totes of T-shirts still in the bag from the 90s, like the McFarlane Spideys, the Punisher, Ghost Rider. Like, I'm not a T-shirt grader, but they're fucking mint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all those T-shirts sell well, man.
Those are
put
crazy money right now.
It's like here's an old Wolverine Jim Lee. It's like $3,000 for a T-shirt. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's the only thing. He's here in Corpus, like to sell that. It's hard. So people have come down from San Antonio and Houston to buy them, and it still has the tags extra large. Wow. It's crazy, man.
We're gonna have to fix that later on. That is not working right now, so it's a pain in the ass. All right, so some of those other books that I guess we should probably keep a lookout for are some of those Stormwatch books. That Stormwatch 37. That's the first Hawksmoor and Jenny, which is a big book, along with that number 4. I like that whole run. I usually just pick up that whole run whenever I find it cheap. You go somewhere, you could find it for $1 a piece or something. 600.
Do you guys remember when the Visions of Tomorrow came out, and they were all going to like the issue 25? Like that was a big thing for me at Stormwatch, because
I remember that.
Spartan was dead. He was leading the Wildcats at the time.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
Despot, who was Battalion's dad, had like taken over. Malcolm's his brother had become evil. Like, I loved it. Like, I thought it was they went like so far ahead in time to kind of tell you the story, and then they had to patch it together. And it was like the first year into Image. I thought it was great.
I have the old trades of the Authority.
Yeah, those are great too.
Hey Brian, that CGC 98 that was best offer, $500.
Wow, not bad, dude. That's not bad at all. There you go. And a lot of those probably can be pressed up pretty nice, right, Hood? I imagine.
You got to have some guts to put money into DC Spec, though. Honestly,
all you gotta do is buy that book, Hood, right? And that'll teach you how to press.
Mm-hmm.
24
Well, that's the other thing too. It's like you're getting, like you say, it's even Marvel nowadays. You're getting crazy. Like DC was like, oh, you can invest in something like a major key, right? Like first mission free, something that's like a classic key, but the rest of it's all shaky. Now Marvel's getting that thing right where it's all shaky. It's like I don't know if I'm going to invest. Oh, back in the day, I could go get 20 new Star-Lords, right? Star-Lord first appearances and flip them for, whatever, buy them for $10, flip them for $100 a piece, and there's an extra grand in your pocket or whatever, Now it's real
He's
shaky.
fucking retired now, bro. Star-Lord's retired. Cap's dead.
There's
Star-Lord's coming back.
What?
Huh?
Star-Lord's getting a solo movie, isn't he?
Is he?
Probably
Yeah, I think
sometime in
he's
the
coming back.
future.
Yeah,
I think
he's
so.
not done.
Bro, they need to make a rocket movie, dude.
Well, they were going to make a
did with the
rocket.
Last Guardians, to be honest.
Well, they were going to make a rocket. Wasn't there a rocket cartoon where he like travels through time and like steals things? Wasn't that something? I thought that was something like that.
Where it was like a Rocket and Groot cartoon.
Yeah, Rocket and Groot, where like Rocket goes and like steals stuff or something, and like Loki was supposed to be like a cartoon kind of thing, but maybe that got shelved or something.
They did the I Am Groot cartoon, but those are just shorts.
It's shorts, right? Yeah.
I mean, I think Marvel needs to really lean into that. I know DC's right, the king of animated, but I think they really need to lean into more animated stuff. I think that would help them out. Because like you said, you can make Iron Man and Thor stuff again, just make it animated. You don't need,
I mean,
I'll tell you what to invest in.
Spider-Man. I mean, I think that's a
It's
perfect
Young
thing about showing, like,
Avengers.
how it doesn't have to be live, because the way that they've done Into the Spider-Verse, people love it. I mean, it's
I mean, even the new one.
What If?
Yeah, what's the new one? What If? Yeah.
I'll tell you what to invest in, Hood. Original art, baby.
Oh boy, here we go.
I love when Dino does "Oh boy" because then you know what's coming. It's like, oh,
It's
boy.
right before Cap had a heart attack.
Did he ever say where this came from? Because I've never heard him say where this actually came from, and the only place that I've ever found it is in that Wizard 55. So I want to know where the hell this came from.
He had it in his closet, man.
I'm about to say it wasn't published, right? Besides,
it was only published in that Wizard. He did a comic,
right?
a cover that's like it, but it's not the same. And he's standing next to Bucky or somebody, the chick Bucky or something. But yeah, this was in Wizard number 55. It has the Fantastic Four by Jim Lee on the cover, and they do that. I think it's in here. Maybe not. Maybe it's in the other.
It says in the title at the top there, promotional illustration.
There we go.
Now,
fucking A.
I guess I would have to ask Nate and Tony and Brian. Did we think this was bad back in the 90s?
If we would have seen it, yes. We didn't see it. It was in the Wizard.
I can't
bro.
remember if we thought this was shit.
thank God I was in college and I wasn't looking at comics then.
Well, I think
I was trying to find women who look like that.
Yeah. I wonder if our buddy Dinesh bought this.
Well, speaking of Dinesh,
there you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you guys see that shit? That shit was crazy. Let me
He was
find
flexing,
it.
bro.
So
Big time.
I remember.
dude.
I remember that image as a kid in comics and stuff like that. And I remember my friends making fun of that.
That is insane.
Yeah, he says, saying a temporary goodbye to some art today. They'll be on the other side of the world for a few months, but I'll get to visit them in a few weeks. So he's putting them in that museum, that
the Traveling Marvel Museum.
Yeah, Look at all those, dude. Every
That
single one of
right
those.
there with Thanos. Like that is such a clear cover for Infinity War.
Every single page here is just
God.
I just he doesn't mind getting the oils off of his fingerprints, like his fingers.
No, because these aren't his best pages.
Arthur and Armstrong, like page.
Look at that Watcher
21,
page,
like
dude. With the X-Men. What? Holy shit.
I think that's why I'd probably buy a Watcher page with
wow,
like that. Who was that? Remember that guy on Old Comic Book Invest who would do that those original art page reports? You remember that dude?
Probably.
What was that dude's name? Yeah. He had some cool pictures in there too. I was like, man, just stuff he would find that people were selling was ridiculous.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So pretty amazing, dude. Pretty amazing. That's the final frontier, ladies and gentlemen, of collectors out there.
Yeah.
Original art is the final front. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Jesus.
Oh, it was Dick O. That was the guy's name.
Oh yeah.
Dick O. God, this guy just the stuff he would write in these articles back in the day was crazy. Like,
fucking A, man. Yeah, that's the final frontier of collecting. There's only a few of us that have touched that frontier. I've touched it, and I'm afraid to go back because I'll spend all my
that's
money.
what she said.
you know, he posted in one of them, Incredible Hulk 180, the first appearance of Wolverine. That page alone sold for $657,000 back in May of 2014. 2014? Yeah.
Wow.
How about this original art? Frank motherfucking Frazetta from when he was a teenager and a kid.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
These are his old composition books.
Did the girls get that? The Frazetta girls?
Yeah, this is from the Frazetta Art Museum.
Nice.
Wow.
That's cool.
Right? Isn't that awesome how it's on the notebook
They
paper?
married? Wow.
Look at that.
I can like get thrown away or something, you know, like
Oh,
back
that's
in the day.
better than Liefeld, dude.
Stop, dude. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, use your feet nose, I saw it.
Now he's never going to join us and hang out with us on this podcast, right?
Hey, look at this,
Who's
Jim.
that?
Look at this. This is cool. So Jim Rugg did that same thing. He did this cover for this book, Dutch O. It was a variant he did for, I guess, his buddy, and he did it the same way he did it on just notebook paper.
That's awesome.
Right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like you're sitting there doing it in high school or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's on notebook. Yeah, he did that for that's cover C.
Yeah.
You can get that in
look
the
at
comic book cover. It's sick. Look at that.
Man, that's good looking too. Wow, thanks.
Right?
That's a 1 in 25 too.
That's cool.
Jim Rugg's badass, dude. And he has a good podcast with Eddie P. Kayfabe, cartoonist Kayfabe, right?
Yep.
Good shit. There's something else I was going to show you. Oh, did you guys see this shit? Hold on here. If I can find
Man,
it.
it feels like we got the band back together, dude.
What was
you
that?
know what I mean?
I heard that. That was perfect.
Hey,
That was perfect timing.
Let's do, let's do like a show where we make everybody think that it's an old episode and start talking about books that that we're specking on that are gonna be hot. Right, Josh? We start talking about. Oh man, Echo, bro. Right,
Dude.
Go back in time where I'm saying Echo is going to be great.
Go back.
That never happened. That never
back to
happened.
all the.
Hey,
all the
Josh.
lists we used to do.
I need you to add a book to your Rolodex of books that if you find doubles of, you'll let me have one, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that book.
Poquito.
wow.
I need that,
Funny.
bro.
That's
That's
a
awesome.
cool book.
That is so great. I
It's
love the fake
the
Mickey
small-
Disney
small what?
stuff.
It might be tough to find one of those, let
Really?
alone two of those.
They're that
yeah.
rare?
It's poquito.
Yeah, those
Wait.
don't pop up every day.
He didn't say it
Those
had to be
old
3.5.
Disney books.
So good, dude.
Wow.
That one with Donald Duck. I need that one with Donald Duck where he's shooting himself.
Yeah, where he's shooting up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that
and the
one.
and the one where
Yeah.
he's shooting up. They're all foreign. These are
Yeah.
all foreign Disney books, right?
Which one's shooting up? Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, yeah. Where was that? That was a magazine, right? That we saw on.
Yeah, geez, that was forever ago when you shared that.
That was the dude who goes by.
Someone on IG post too many magazines for
yes.
sale or something.
Yeah. Magazines. Yeah. Too many magazines. Yeah, too many comic magazines. Nice. Pulled that one out of your ass. Come on.
I like how Wade
Boggs.
Boggs is in the picture beside it.
Dude, Wade Boggs is a legend, bro. He's
awesome,
our
dude.
ultimate guest for the Bogcast.
Oh man, him and Margot Adams.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can find this. This is a great IG account, by the way, you guys. One of the best. Too Many Comic Magazines. Go
That's
follow
one of
it.
the foreign magazines.
Yeah, I'm sure Blue Green already follows it. All right, let's see what.
No, actually.
No, you don't follow this, bro. This is like up there with Chloe's comic swag and James Kreider. Let's see if we can find that damn. I mean, some of these are going to get me kicked off of YouTube. Look at this.
Oh, that Turtles. I know that one. Yeah, because it's from that's a cover of the.
Yep. So there's that. All right. Let's see here. Some of these are crazy, bro. There's a Punisher one. Look at that one.
Yeah, they have a lot of good covers on that USA magazine.
Look at that Batman one. That's weird.
Corto Maltese.
Oh, that one's badass right there. Look at that. That's sick.
Yeah, first Tank Girl is in that LV Bora mag. Not that magazine, but one of the issues in that run.
Yeah, number 1. Right? Oh, no, I'm thinking of the first... they're speaking of the Tank Girl. There you go. There's a great Tank Girl cover. A lot of people like those Shanda Panda books that we talked about in the Hot 10 the other night. Hood. There it is. This is what I need.
Yeah.
I need this.
Wow.
Yep. This is a McClay Grail. Add it to the list. That's great, dude. Look at that thing.
You got to add it to your collection with the Donald Duck throwing drugs out of the plane, right?
That's I already have that. That's on my eBay search list.
Is that what it is? It's Donald Duck throwing drugs out of a plane?
It's
Search
Mickey.
it.
It's Mickey.
Oh, that's Mickey. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I found this one the other day. Look at that.
Hold on. Ooh, nice. I like the dude. Hold on, keep that up. I like these Disney comics. That's a good one.
Yeah, the short print.
Wow,
High
I like
grade.
that. That's a good cover. I love that shit. Yeah.
You would think Disney would buy up some of those bootlegs and just destroy them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking
They
of
got a lot-
magazines,
I think they're trying to do that with Rise of Skywalker.
Sacrilege.
Oh God, yeah.
Heavy Metal number
Destroy
1.
it.
I got a high grade copy of this. I need to get it graded.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't sell for much anymore.
There still aren't a lot of heavy metals that are graded. People have been buying it for a long time, but
There is a cult heavy metal fan. I realized
They
that a long time
there's
ago.
one. There's a heavy metal that I had that I sold it, and I wish I hadn't. The buy-in is not that big though. It was an interview with Trump talking about how he was going to build a wall, right back in the 80s, dude.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
By the time the Berlin Wall is going up, he's going to build another one.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Early Smurfs.
You can find a lot of it. I think it's 1077's the first Spiro 1077 is
Yeah.
the first but you can find that. It used to be rare, but then all of a sudden it was like every
61.
Look at that.
I hadn't seen this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
I hadn't seen this heavy metal when I went to a con, so I picked this one up.
Oh, that's nice. Elvis.
Love Elvis.
Is that Adam Hughes?
This
Body
is
paint.
Dave Stevens right here, bro.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. This is a great IG. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect timing when I say great IG, and that pops right up. Add it to the list.
Cool.
Yep.
I wonder, like, you just go and copy all the pictures this guy has on his IG and put it on your IG, and then your IG will be great.
I don't need to. I'm doing it right now. All right.
Charlie Brown's are awesome.
Hey, I'm giving him some credit. What do they call this? E-fapping? 2000 AD, finding these old 2000 ADs in decent condition are tough. If I sent you some of these, could you press these and give these a nice cleaning or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe needs to read the book first, though. You need to order that book, Joe.
I've been doing a lot of magazines lately, man. Just ask Tony.
Tony, I was gonna say, Tony, do you get all your book or all your magazines pressed before you send them off?
I do, yeah. I mean, you might as well, right? It's
Robot sex. This is all art, by the way. YouTube, just so you know. As you can see, it is art. Depictions. Add it to the list, baby.
There you go, right there.
Add it to the list.
Nice. That's hilarious.
Hey, Brian, have you ever seen the old cigarette cartoons commercials with Barney and Fred Flintstone?
No.
Smoking cigarettes? They are
Light
hysterical.
up that cigarette.
They literally just like, hey, there's nothing like Mr. Slate like calling the time is like, yeah, well, we just gotta have a cool one. And they go out and have a Pall Mall. It's just
like you see Fred Flintstone like with a lighter going.
It is hysterical. It's awesome.
Look at that.
I've never seen it. I got to go take a break and smoke a cigarette real quick.
Go ahead, Barney.
Ooh, look at that cover. Holy cow. That's crazy. Man, this is a great... I could sit here and do this all night. I won't torture everybody.
There's a whole nother world out there besides the stuff that we're used to.
Well, I'm glad that we talk about that world because it makes it fun. That's for sure. It makes it fun. I saw somebody was talking about the anniversary. Maybe it was Jim Rugg or it was Eddie P that was talking about Fist of the North Star the other day.
Oh, what a...
Yeah. It'd be cool to find the original Fist of the North Star stuff.
Yeah, Shonen Jump.
Did you see when Vinny was talking about the Japanese
the
video
Astro
games?
Boy?
Oh, the Astro Boy was crazy, dude. That was nuts. But just the Japanese video games,
like
man.
this Fist of the North Stars have different covers. Not that it deviates that much, but there are different ones for each issue. And I remember when they came out, I remember buying them on the shelf. That was 1988, and they were $3.95 then. But, and everyone's big on Akira, but I always was a bigger fan of Fist of North Star. Was it Kensho?
What was that stuff in? What was that stuff first in? In the U.S., it was in Did Anarchic Press put that stuff out early on? Who put out?
It was a random one. Man, I'd have to look. That's I don't have them.
The video game stuff was cool to see, though. I'm curious to see how that market keeps going.
Oh, dude, it's gonna. I think the foreign one is gonna do well, but everything else is really tanking, right? From what I'm hearing, or is that bullshit?
No. What else is tanking?
Well, did you not see this shit?
Oh, Fist of the North Star
Hold on here.
from 1984 was Viz.
Viz, there we go. That makes sense. Did you not see this?
This left, yeah.
Huge
Oh,
Yes.
like yeah, like the U.S. game market. I mean,
Yeah,
that
Z
stuff
sent
was
me
like,
this.
that stuff
Shit's
was
crazy,
insanely
right?
overvalued in the first place. Like, who paid $1 million for Super Mario 64? Like, idiot.
People trying to hide money.
Yeah, I'm just being real. Like, those prices were.
I love how I
absolutely-
love how this guy totally copies his thumbnail and just does the opposite. It's right underneath him. Like, get the fuck
Huge
out
gains.
of here. Look at this.
I think it's just people trying to hide money, man. I think that's what it was. Like, oh, I got blah blah blah. I'm just gonna hide it over here for a little bit, and then
So shout out to
So
Florida Man.
cash out when it's right, and then it's like, oh, I didn't get all my money back.
Whoa, what is that? Hold on. Is that the same one that Vinny was talking about?
No, it's not the one that just sold. So the one that just sold was like a special. It was like a send away for like ramen. But this is still. I mean, this is still the original. This was the Famicom disc system. Like,
yeah,
it's not sealed, but I don't really care. I mean,
it's awesome.
It looks
bro.
It looks good.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And then I just got these cases today for like. So I got this is the Japanese Super Mario RPG.
Oh man, that looks
This
fucking
is-
awesome, dude.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
cases are really cool. So,
How much
But
were
yeah.
they? Like $20 or what?
geez, I think they might have been. How many did I get?
It's kind of like the
Yeah,
Hive Comics.
they might have been
It's
like
the Hive Comics. You
20
just
some
slide in,
bucks a
slide
piece,
out.
I think.
What company is it from, Josh?
I'd have to look it up. These, because this one was from a different one than the other ones. I accidentally broke part of that one on the Zelda game trying to put it together. It was a pain in the ass because it came in like a bunch of pieces and you had to like assemble it together. I was like, what is this?
I want to see a video of Joe assembling one of those. Then
Yeah, I was like
Oh,
a little
man.
kid trying to put like a square in like a circle hole. Like,
This was a bitch, dude. Putting the Emperor with the thing.
Did
It
you
looks good, though.
did you put that together?
Yeah, so I ordered the case and I had the
Yep.
box and I had the Emperor with Kenner, and then I pressed this.
Same thing you did for my Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that Boba Fett
It
came
looks
out badass,
good, dude.
Yeah.
So did they make that case like that, or did you make the
Yeah,
case?
you can
You can
order
order
it.
one.
You can order it.
Because the thing is, with those, Brian, all the mail-offs, you think about like Nien Nunb, Bosk. I mean, you can go down
Admiral
the list with
Akbar.
Star Wars. They all came the same size
Mhm.
out of Hasbro out of Rhode Island. They all had the same
Address.
manual, and they had the baggie. So you
Check
can
it
put
out.
whoever you got. In
Yeah,
there.
that's
it looks
dope.
great though.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay? How's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it. Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend.
Unbelievable, dude. That's crazy.
That's the art you want right there.
That is nuts, dude.
Those motherfuckers be dead.
Well, they lived in a Paleozoic area, so they can't be alive anyway.
Wow, dude, that was nuts.
wait, have you heard of that theory that since the Jetsons and Flintstones are in the same universe, that like the Flintstones are actually just in a
Alternate.
like a post-apocalyptic world, and then that's why they live on the ground, because like when they time travel, and then like the song says like
They couldn't get in a space shuttle to go up to the Jetsons.
yeah, it's the modern Stone Age family, stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh.
That's funny, dude.
And so that's why they're on the ground. And so
Interesting, yeah.
It's pretty deep, bro.
It is.
Neither
like
family ever
having
made it to the
smoke.
Laugh Olympics, so there you go.
Oh yeah.
I love the Laugh Olympics. They did.
You guys watch anything lately? You guys see the Marvels?
I did.
I did watch Marvels. Yeah.
It was not good. I didn't like it, dude.
I saw it on Twitter.
I thought it was okay.
Brian, send me a link.
I'll watch it
like
when
it's
it's D plus.
But it's the best part I thought was when I saw the post credit scene.
Agree.
Did they have a musical in there?
Musical part, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it was in the middle.
Oh boy.
What comic did they adapt that from? I don't remember any kind of musical in the comics.
It was Miss Marvel number 19 from released in 2020.
Okay.
I heard Kelly Sue DeConnick is pissed that she wasn't in the credits.
Who?
The chick that wrote Captain Marvel, Kelly Sue DeConnick.
And the funny part is, if she was in there, nobody knew who she was.
Bro.
Right? Yeah. Maybe she should be happy now that it wasn't.
Yeah, you can't pronounce her name. Yeah,
trying to...
As soon as I saw, I thought it was as soon as I seen Frazier as Beast, I was like, that's great. I was like, finally, and maybe that's where Marvel gets back on the right track. I mean, like the X-Men and Fantastic Four, you just cannot keep going after all these smaller characters and try to expect.
Well, I think with X-Men they have a better universe because they have so many more characters in the X-Men universe and villains and stuff. I think it's
people care about.
Yeah, and I think the burn rate's a lot slower with those people than I mean, you could do Sinister. Remember back in the cartoons, at least in the animated series, Sinister had like 6 episodes in that fucking TV series. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, how many Miss Marvels do you need? You got 3 of them, and no one really gives a shit about any of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, you just spoiled that Beast thing for me.
Hey, I just want to.
I saw the spoiler before the movie.
I had no idea. Yeah. I figured you did.
I just want Marvel to replace the music from the Marvel when they do X-Men with the X-Men animated series theme, and then I want Jean Grey to faint in all the fucking movies, just like back in the old days.
I hope they do that right, man. That could save.
I hope they stick to the arcs. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man,
you could do whether like a series of movies or a TV show, but you got to stick to those arcs. There's so many of them.
Well, I would just take the animated series and just make it real life. I mean, that was the #1 show back, at least against us guys, right?
It was awesome.
I mean, it was great. I mean, just take that and that's a blueprint, and I mean, it's fucking half written for you, and then
The funny part is, like, on the Marvel part, when I watch Disney Plus, that's actually one of the things I watch more now of anything that's on there is the old X-Men series.
When's 97 come out? The X-Men 97.
Good question. It seems like it's been coming out for a couple of years. And isn't Disney Plus going away after the end of this year? Because they exercised their option to buy the other rights of Hulu, so it'll merge into one.
Yeah, it said January 3rd, 24, but everything that was way back in fucking September. So I don't know,
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe it's already written and it was already taken care of and stuff. I don't know, or done. I don't know.
It's going to be pretty cool though.
And if you want to see, like, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but they put out these. Man, they look fantastic.
Yeah, those are cool.
Oh,
the X-Men 97 figures, Marvel Legends figures.
Yeah,
did you see these? Have you ever seen these? Vipra
and
Tiger
just came
Force.
out. They're actually at Target right now.
Oh wow, dude, these are
Literally
badass.
right at Target right now.
Python Patrol Vipra. That's cool, dude. And look how badass the Tiger Force Flint looks, man.
Yeah, it does look good. I just they've got so many kind of right now. You can actually it's all about patience. Like the low light they put out looks absolutely fantastic, and they had low light for 20% off on Amazon Prime as a Black Friday deal 2 days ago. So
did you guys? Any of you guys get any Black Friday?
You can get.
Any Black Friday stuff? You guys get any?
I was trying to find a Switch on a deal, and I couldn't find a deal.
I want a Switch too, dude.
My parents want a Switch too. I got a Switch Lite, but not a real Switch yet.
But I think they're so popular.
Holy shit! Look at that.
What is that? Yeah.
Man.
So we had the Uncanny Experience Con in Minneapolis here a couple months ago. They had a lot of the voice actor cast from the animated show, and they're bringing most of them back for the new one. This is one of those animation magazines. See if I can get no glare.
Who signed on there, Tony?
Cal Dot, the guy who did the voice of Wolverine.
Man,
he wrote, "I'll go where I want to go." Only hit an 8, but I don't care.
That's cool.
It looks a hell of a lot better than that.
Yeah, that's
really
cool,
pretty.
bro.
He kind of manhandled it when he was signing it.
That book is so good, you don't even look at the grade. You're just like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ryan. I'm confused right
Right?
now because like it's not Black Friday yet, so I don't like. I
Well,
haven't
they
done
have-
my Black Friday shopping yet.
Oh, they have all kinds of Black Friday deals going on, dude. All the sports card shops, they do Black Friday.
Oh, leading up to Black Friday.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like, and then bleeding over into Cyber Monday and all
They have
that.
that Samsung curved monitor for $1,000 on Amazon. Black
What
Friday
size
deal.
is it, Joe? You know,
It's really big.
800 inches.
No, man.
that's what she said.
6 feet?
Wow, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah,
it's
man.
pretty-
Really?
Yeah, dude. Look on Amazon. Let me
I'd rather just buy a 70-inch TV for half the price. Golden State
Yeah.
Comics says, does Adam the Blue Marvel #1 take a hit since it was speculated that Blue Marvel character was going to be in the Marvels? Dude, it's already taken its hit. Like,
I thought that one had tanked
It
a
could go
while
lower.
back.
It could go all the way to 0.
well, it's pretty damn
What
close.
keeps that book around? It was such a
Such a pretty book,
small
cover.
print, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
And it's one of those outlier books that the print run is a thing. So I don't think it'll drop down to
Who cares
0.
about Blue
but-
Marvel?
Yeah, I mean they had every opportunity to plug them in somewhere. I mean,
If you want to talk about people caring about Miss Marvel and all those characters, who cares about Blue Marvel? Let's be real.
Yeah, I think with Marvel struggling now that they're kind of retracting, the chances of them introducing a lot of more minor characters are pretty
I think-
slim for quite a while.
I think Adam the Blue Marvel is one of the cooler characters from the comics alone, right?
Yeah.
That's the reason why Blue Marvel. His story's really cool. The run in the was it Ultimate Avengers was really a good run. But other than that, I think that they've the speculation community just really latched onto this, thinking it was going to be a slam dunk, and for whatever reason, it's not.
I never knew much about the character. I just always thought the cover looked cool. But this is like when Tiki Waititi and those guys got a hold of things, and they took the main characters and made them just nobodies and made everything just a laughing stock of MCU. Like, why would you care about, if you don't care about Thor, why would you care about two derivatives from him?
Yeah,
I just think I think Blue Marvel's the 2023 of Beta Ray Bill. Remember, like everybody was Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah,
He's coming. Every Thor movie came out, he's coming. Right?
We're still waiting for Mephisto. So
What? He's not in WandaVision? That didn't happen?
and then Joe's a 49-inch display.
it is 49.
Yeah, the one for like 1,000.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
weird?
it.
Yeah.
Joe, you gotta get bigger.
That's it. That's pretty big. I saw my stepson playing Call of Duty on that bitch, man. It looked crazy, man.
Well, if you get a curve, you gotta put like a monitor on the right and the left and have people going around you.
you know what I wanted? That's what I want to do. I want to get the two regular on top of each other and then two vertical on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want
Make
to
it
do.
feel like you're all around.
I
They're
need to
doing
buy some.
50-inch Hisense for $180 on Target.
Really?
Yeah, you can just buy a bunch of those. Who cares? I mean, you don't need. It's not like you're gonna do like high, graphic
Nope,
stuff.
you're
right?
right. You're
Just
totally
buy
right,
some bullshit
dude.
fucking things and throw a bunch of them up there. And
Dude, that's a
You know what I was
great
thinking
move.
about when I was at Nate's house and I was doing the pod from his room right there, and I go, man, this is weird ass shit, man. I'm in Nate's right and seeing myself in his little square there.
You looked a hell of a lot better doing it than I did.
I mean, that's what I bought for in the comic book room. I just bought this piece of shit for like Black Friday, like $50 or 100 and something bucks back in the day. It was like 40 something because I can't get like a big boy in there because of the window.
It'd be cool if there was like a stock market for comics and you just see like books going down, like you know what?
Especially if people are talking about them like right now, some Blue Marble.
Take the Conan stock and dump it.
$750 and $830 is your 298 sales recently.
Wow.
That was a $700 and $800 book raw.
Yep.
Dude, I saw one the other day, and this is not Blue Marble, but the Sienkiewicz Moon Knight, the one was it 1/175, number one.
Yeah, Dino had one of those.
They did. There was a 9.6, and I was following it, and I fell asleep. And I want to say it was on Wednesday, and it went for the 9.6 went for $770.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. That book's really dropped big time.
Yeah, but it's such a good looking book.
God. Yeah.
That's why I don't sell any shit back here, dude. Like all that shit, like might as well just eat it. Like I bought it for super cheap. Who even cares?
Yeah. That's the key, man. What you bought in for, you know, and that's why going back to the beginning of the show, it's hard to talk about that time period, and it's also hard to talk about trying to get collections nowadays when, like, you have to be able to buy that stuff at such a low price to make any money on it anymore, you know. And I would, anytime I talk to the people that I usually talk to that might have stores, they're always telling me they're just getting constantly good things coming through the door. So I'm sure
just getting great deals, being able to buy stuff.
Well, it doesn't help. The economy's hurting right now too, and everybody, you know,
people need cash.
Dude, I've seen like I was looking at people selling like Nikes and stuff like that. Just people are just trying to give shit away now, just because it's like I need money. It's like every post on the Facebook forums, like I'm part of CGC Comic Fans and a comic book group and stuff like that on Facebook. Everybody's like, "Hey, got bills to pay. Something happened," you know, and it's just like people are just.
It's got to be worse too the next couple weeks because the holidays.
Yeah, the holidays too. And it's, you know, it's the hard time to sell now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's, you know, maybe you'll get it at the beginning of the month because you'll get your bonus maybe, but most of that stuff's like either one of the kids or vacation or whatever else going on, but we get one good sale.
Check this out. Check out our boy Hartman.
Look
at that shit, dude. You gotta love that. Get your Elon.
Hey, he's going to do the whale. That's what he said. He's just going to be a whale on Zuckerberg. That's what he said.
Oh, dude, that's funny right there.
Did you look at that the trading card post with when I posted that Panini card of
with Biana?
Yeah, dude.
But do you know the part that you mentioned is right? Like, how come there is no Robin Ventura, Nolan Ryan like fighting card?
Yeah, right. I mean,
seriously, like, how you're at this point? Like, I can't believe no one's actually put that out. I was like, shit.
I can't believe Topps didn't do it as a Topps digital card or some shit like that. You know, you do like Topps
or an anniversary and do a Topps now and just blow it out. Yeah.
So what Dino is talking about is a 1/1 Nebula Victor Wembanyama draft pick rookie card came out of a box it shouldn't have come out of. It's only supposed to be in the
choice.
Okay, the choice boxes, which are like Breaker's Delight type boxes, and that's the only place you're supposed to be able to get the Nebulas, and it showed up in a hobby box.
I don't even think Choice was like released yet either.
Nope,
it's not.
Like because the draft just released like what, maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago. So.
Somebody got fired.
Well, you know,
Probably
we were
not.
talking about before the show about how bad cards have gotten, where Yee said that Topps is selling cases of hobby and there's only 6 boxes in a case now. Like, that's bullshit.
I mean, the only people who made money on this comic thing or on this card thing, you know, me and Bryan kind of started the fucking thing, is Breakers. That's the only buddy. It's like I saw this big article that there was like millionaires in cards, and it was all breakers. There was like, I mean, you know, just guys just buying stuff and selling it off to other people, you know, or doing breaks. I mean, you see them all online now. I don't know how crazy it is now. I'm sure people still buy because like gambling, right? I can go on my stream and pay. What's a break now? How much does a break cost?
Depends on the team.
Depends on
if you're going. Yeah, depends on what the case hit is, right? Like I would say, with basketball and football, like it can get crazy, right?
I'm not talking about like luminary, like the crazy like $20,000 boxes, like regular Lieben shit for us peasants.
Oh, so I don't know, like a prism break or something like that.
Yeah.
I would expect a couple teams in there, like a couple hundred.
Yeah.
But then you just think about that, right? Like depending on the sport, there's probably 30 teams.
Yeah.
32 if it's football.
So I was going to ask. I'm glad you brought this up. I was actually going to ask you guys this. I don't know if you've seen it, and hockey is definitely a one-off. But have you seen the Connor Bedard super short print on the Upper Deck, the Easter egg?
Oh, you're gonna piss me off, man.
Okay, because they haven't. The Upper Deck doesn't release how many there are, what the odds are to get those. And so, I went to talk to the owner of the shop we go to. They have 15 boxes, but they don't have a sealed case. And I don't know if you can get one out of a sealed case or not. So Tyler and I were talking to him. He's like, I can get you a case at cost.
What's cost?
It's just so for folks that don't know too, Upper Deck changed hockey this year. So there are only 12 packs in a box, 12 boxes in a case, 12 packs in a box. And the young guns ratio is still the same. They just get more cards in a pack. The cost for them is about $120. So I think once we got done, it was basically $1,500 for a case.
That's the one though, right? The Easter egg right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Because we were talking about buying a case, sealed, holding it, and then buying a raw card and then getting it graded.
The Cardboard Connection didn't have it listed.
So I paid $1,400. Hold on, check this out, Nate.
Yeah.
I paid $1,400 for my case. I bought in early, thinking that Connor was going to be in there as a young gun. Paid $1,400. I get it. I find out he's not in the case. He's not in Series 1, and that this is supposed to be one per case. So I'm like, okay, I want to open up a couple boxes just to check them out. I open up 3 boxes. Out of 2 boxes, I pulled 0 Young Guns. You're supposed to get 4 a box, right?
You gotta be kidding me, because the ratios,
there was at least, dude. So I'm getting ready to do a video this upcoming week where I go through. I have 1 box left. I opened 11 boxes, multiple boxes. I got 0 Young Guns out of it. I still haven't hit the Connor. I've got 1 box left. It is the worst case I've ever opened, dude. It is so bad.
I don't know how it's possible. That just sounds.
And I'm saving all the boxes so I can contact Upper Deck. So what I did is I went in and I put all the cards. So when I'd open a box, I would separate all the inserts and separate all the base, and then I would put all the inserts in one row of a monster box, in one monster box, and all the base in another monster box, and then every box I'd flip them. So I know, all right, this stack of inserts came in a box, and I can go through that stack of inserts, and there's no Young Guns. And I have all the boxes.
Connection doesn't have it unannounced. Interesting.
It's bullshit, dude. And Series 2 are already sold out, basically.
Yeah, because that's where his first Young Gun's going to be. So, wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed, dude.
Yeah, because with that case I bought with the Top Scrum update, I was going to set up a break for it, probably on Whatnot or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that it only came with 6 boxes in the case, I was like, did I buy a 6-box case or did I buy a 12-box? And then when I went back and looked, I was like, shit, I didn't look close enough. It's only 6 boxes.
6 boxes.
And then, I mean, the price I bought in was decent or whatever. And then it did jump up a little bit in price whenever they announced all the bounties for the MLB debut patches.
This patches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but now at this point, I'm like kind of like, well, do I just rip it all, or do I just kind of keep it sealed, or what? You know.
Dude, a PSA 9 went for around $2,000. It looks like.
Yeah,
One
those
went for
patches.
$1,250.
If you hit one, you're in.
Dude,
I haven't seen a 10, so
this is a Jake Irvin MLB debut patch. It sold for $4,000.
And I mean, who the fuck is that?
Exactly.
Do his parents know who that is? I mean, seriously, the nobodies go for. I can't imagine what if someone pulls up someone big like.
Well, they were talking about this in general of how autos are getting spoiled. They had some guy I saw. It was like some nobody. He had literally 62 at bats. He had 149 like batting average, and they had him as a case hit. And, like nobody knew who the fuck this guy even was.
Sounds like he plays for the Mets if he's batting 149.
I think he was. I can't even remember. It was terrible. Like these people were just. I mean, I get it. You're paying all this money, and your case hits like it's like remember you're breaking it. It's like Darius Miles. Like nobody gives a fuck about Darius Miles.
Oh my god, Darius Miles! Wow,
that's a little throwback there for you.
Well, I mean, Volpe, he has like a $100,000 bounty on his MLB.
Well,
is
what's like Francisco Alvarez, or I mean, like for a New York guy, I'm like, god damn, that thing's got to be. Well, I mean, Volpe, I get it.
Yeah,
same thing. I mean, shit. Wow.
Does Jordan Walker is his up there too?
Jordan Walker, Nolan Gorman, like all those guys, they have to be.
I don't know what the bounty is on those, but dude, how cool is Josh? Is it Young or Jung? Josh Young.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got a beautiful autograph. He puts his number on his autograph, and then he signs one-on-one cards with little mustaches and fake glasses, dude.
That's funny.
So my wife pulled his Topps Chrome rookie 6 of 25 jersey match.
Wow.
Sold it raw and almost got $1,000.
Dude, when did you sell
it? 2 months ago.
Before World Series.
Wow.
And I didn't send you guys a picture, but I bought one of the pro debut boxes like last year, and I pulled an Evan Carter out of like, I can't remember if it was 25 or 75, and a Corbin Carroll out of 50, and I sold those both there in the World Series.
Wow.
And they were autos. Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, I pulled I opened some more of the Topps Chrome monster boxes from Fanatics.
Yeah.
And I pulled another Corbin Carroll auto, and I pulled a Corbin Carroll number to 250 purple refractor. I pulled a Estuary Ruiz green color match numbered to 99 refractor rookie, which is beautiful. And dude, those boxes are super hot. They are, at least.
Brian, your boxes are super hot. I bought 4, and mine were not in Fuego.
Really?
No, of course not, because you and E and everybody else gets all the hot ones. You know who I really wanted? I wanted the rookie for the Diamondbacks. Was it Gabe
Moreno?
The catcher.
Yeah.
He is a stud.
Yeah, he is.
I think that's the one that goes under the radar.
Yeah, he is great at framing a baseball, that's for sure. There's the Clemente.
The best I got was a Spencer Steer out of 199 auto.
That's good.
It's not
what
bad.
What are you talking about? Out of
great.
4 boxes? That's great. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I think I opened like at least 6 of those boxes, and maybe 8, and then I didn't pull an auto out of any of those.
How about
$2.99?
This is 1962 top sealed box right here.
Oh yeah.
Sold for $240,000.
God damn, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Right?
Man, just listening to you guys does not make me want to get back into sports cards. not even a little bit.
Nope.
I bought a whole bunch in the 90s, and I got out because I came to that same realization, Nate. Like, I bet the only people really making money on this are the people selling the packs, right?
Yeah.
However you're selling them. If you're selling the packs, you're making money. If you're opening packs and hoping to get a hit, your losses do not outweigh those hits. Unless
I know if I want a Disney hit, I just go to Josh.
So the MVP just got announced, and of course Shohei and Acuna are the MVPs. So I have over $250 in MVP buybacks that I'm taking to my card shop this weekend. Right?
I got mine. I got mine redeemed on Friday.
There you go. This guy brought in a wheelbarrow worth of their card.
A wheelbarrow.
Over $100,000 worth of MVP buybacks.
Wow. That's impressive.
But I guess, like, where do you stop with the Otanis and Acunas? Because, you know, at the top level, doesn't it cap out at about 200 once you get to, like, the...
Yeah, I wouldn't sell anything numbered low. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, mine were all based, and the best one I have is a shimmer of Acuna for $40. And I got $200 between all the cards, and I'm just like, you can have them. Especially Acunas, you can have them.
Yeah.
I need to look through all my Topps Chrome now, and then take it to your shop and exchange it.
Yeah.
The
and
problem
they got
though,
a sale next weekend, or Yee. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be out of town next weekend.
Well, just send your credit up. I'll buy for you. I'll just...
Did you hear Otani possibly could be playing for the
Rangers.
Braves?
He's not going to the Braves. Don't let him believe you. If anything happens, the Rangers are going to be the one who surprise you.
God, man.
Are the Mets
Rangers
out?
Somehow pull up.
He's not going Mets.
Bellinger may leave, right?
Bellinger's gone.
Where do you think he's going? New York?
I think he's going New York. I think he's going Yankees. Because he
Well,
wants
so
to follow his
be able to
dad.
pitch? Is he going to be able to pitch anymore?
I think he's going to end up getting I think there's going to be an option in the contract. So if he can pitch, if he does well, he can get out in 3 years. But I don't know why I really think he's going to Rangers. I really do.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect him to be like a starter or anything like that for pitching. Maybe like relief pitching at this point.
And they need it. But
I thought you said the Mets were going to get Otani.
I did. That was beginning of the year. the Mets are focused on Yamamoto.
Yeah.
They're going to pay $240 to get him.
Are they going to maintain Singa?
Well, Singa they've already got for 4 years on an $80 million contract. So Yamamoto just won like his third Cy Young in Japan, and he's 25. So
And who's the kid I was telling you about, E?
Rocky, I forget his last name.
He throws 103 miles an hour.
That's him.
That pitcher that did 18 innings, no hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
High school kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Hartman Cards again with the Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I love that card.
That just looks weird, bro.
Dude, I think it's super cool that Hartman uses his fingerprint.
Classic.
That he uses his fingerprint for his autograph, dude. That's badass, dude. That's one of the coolest fucking things right there, dude. Shout out to
but
Hartman.
you
Don't do that. They'll be able to
put that out.
pin,
Yeah, don't
pin
put
them
that
kids
out.
on
He don't give a fuck, bro. He don't care. They already have your fingerprints if they want them.
Unless it's what movie is it? Or is it 7 where you burn your fingerprints off?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Maybe he's using somebody else's fingerprint. That would be funny, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hartman is that Swift's his fingerprint.
He's that crazed. He's got a crazed mind like that. I think that he's got somebody's fingers over there. Look at that.
Oh
He's even got the El Presidente throwing darts. Look at he's even in a isn't this a Deshaun Watson rookie cards pose?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Because you can tell the grip.
Yeah. It looks like Deshaun Watson. He's got Trump on Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, they both go to the same massage parlors.
I knew so.
Did he accidentally leave one of those presidential towels there or something?
Yeah.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. He's got the pet detective, bro.
Hartman, you got to do the laces out, Dan.
Laces out.
Laces out, Dan.
He's in the chat. He says every ball sack has touch on every card. Oh my god, bro. That's fucking terrible, dude.
I still love the rated rookie logo, man.
So do
it's great.
Stands the test of time. Bro.
Hey, so just so I can tell you guys, I went to a card show in Conroe today, and it's about 10 minutes north. And I don't know if you guys remember the 89 Upper Deck set when they came out with the extended version from 700 to 800, like Jim Abbott.
Oh yeah, the little
Jerome Walton, Dwight Smith, because Jerome Walton and Dwight Smith were the hot rookies.
Yep.
Because the Cubs made the playoffs. They had a bat, silent auction. Jerome Walton, Dwight Smith, and Mark Grace. No one had bid on it. The minimum was 25. I put 25 in. I'm just waiting to see if I win.
Wow. Oh, nice.
It's like no one else would know who these people are.
You
I waited. It was
when,
like 4 hours in, and no one had put in. And I was like,
I remember when Mark Grace, his cards were scalding hot, dude.
Dude, that $88 rated rookie.
Ooh,
Scalding hot.
That's gorgeous right there, dude. That's amazing. That Mahomes card. Holy shit. Look how beautiful that is.
Is that custom?
You don't think that's badass? That looks amazing. Why does he got wolves behind him though?
I hope they eat him.
Yeah, why does he have wolves behind him? Is there a reason? It looks badass though.
Ryan, there was a show a month ago in our neck of the woods at where I picked up that Jackson Holiday first crown for like $50.
$50 for a Jackson Holiday crown, like
first.
Yeah.
Is Wonder Franco coming back?
Yes, I'm telling you, he's coming back.
Yeah, what is the deal with him? I thought I heard something the other day about it, but I looked and there was nothing.
I know. I think I mentioned this like a couple weeks ago. Like one of the guys I grew up with, he lives in Durham, and so the Durham Bulls, or the minor league officiate of the Rays, his buddy owns the Bulls, and he told me he's coming back.
He was reinstated to the roster.
He's coming back.
22-year-old Rays shortstop remains under investigation by the Major League Baseball and authorities in the Dominican Republic regarding allegations of improper relationship with minors. He was reinstated to the 40-man roster in a procedural move Thursday, but his status to return to playing remains unchanged and uncertain. Wow.
How many subscriptions are you?
He's being investigated by authorities in the Dominican Republic. He has 2 complaints have been filed. No updates on investigations or timetables, and that's crazy, dude. That's just
the part we talked about, like the age and like it's a little bit different there, and like I think there's something going on back there. I think that's why I feel like he's
gonna come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't break any laws or anything. Well, Trevor Bauer. Why isn't Trevor Bauer back? All right.
If I'm Trevor Bauer, I'm suing Major League Baseball.
Yes.
I mean, for everything they're worth.
Yeah, fucking.
You can sue a lot of people.
And the Dodgers, and I mean, you just go down the list.
All the news channels, anything.
Isn't he playing in the Japanese league though?
I think. I was about to say he signed in Japan.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, he was the highest paid pitcher in the game when they kicked him out.
Because he was on that short-term contract with the Dodgers.
He was making like that
2-year contract because he took it over the Mets because they were trying to give him for 1 year.
Oh no!
He might get signed by the Yankees. What? 2 days ago,
Brian Cashman's going to be.
And do you realize that he has a huge beef with Garrett Cole? Him and Garrett Cole hate each other.
Oh, they hate each other.
They played
UCLA
college, together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They can't stand each other.
So they can't even be in the same bullpen then, huh?
Trevor Bauer claims his beef with longtime nemesis Garrett Cole is in the past and is now pining again to anchor a rotation alongside his UCLA teammate.
Can you imagine a New York team signing him after everything that's going on? I mean, it'd be a blow.
But that's what New York does. Get you talking about him. It's the
He's
shit
got to go somewhere like Tampa.
The shit the Cowboys
They
do,
trade
man.
Tyler Glass now because they can't afford $25 million. They got to get another pitcher. You put him in Tampa, no one remembers he's there after like the first couple weeks. Or you put him in Cleveland and they have to trade Shane Beamer. I mean, like it's just there's no. I just don't see how like Phillies or like Philadelphia or Boston or New York or LA.
Did they win a World
any
Series?
big market sign them?
Did they win a World
What's that?
Series together, or did they go to a World Series? Bauer and Cole.
UCLA's never won a College World Series.
No, MLB.
No.
Nah, because Cole came up with the.
They played at
Pirates.
UCLA together. Cole came up with the Pirates, and then Bauer came up with the Indians.
But didn't Cole play like for the Dodgers for a little bit? No.
No.
Because
he was
Trevor
drafted
Bauer
originally by the Yankees out of high school, and then he went to UCLA.
Trevor Bauer said sent out a tweet to Garrett Cole. He said, "Welcome to the club, Garrett Cole. Finally recognized for something you've deserved for a long time. Pretty damn cool for a pair of college teammates to both win Cy Youngs. For all
he's saying club like Cy Young Club.
I know. For all you baseball historians out there, has that ever happened before this?" And then somebody said, "You should join him in the Bronx. Would love to see you in this rotation." And then Trevor Bauer said, "Would love to. We did go to the World Series last time we were teammates. After all."
They went to College World Series, but 8 teams go there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So UCLA went to College World Series that year, but they didn't win.
Okay, that makes sense.
That College World Series is brutal.
Hey, bro, you see that shit with Joe Burrow that he was wearing a cast on his hand
With
2
his
days
thumb?
prior to the.
Did you hear about his thumb?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, he had a cast.
Yeah.
Well,
The NFL is all.
and they
they're all
took
worried about it.
They had somebody had like taken a picture at an airport or some shit or a video, and then they took it off the internet. But they showed it.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It tells you there's a lot of fucking shady shit that goes on in the NFL, man.
Check this out, dude. Remember we were talking about this last time? The loss on a Brady.
Oh,
another one was sold. Bought last year for $3.8 million, sold tonight for $855,000. Are you
Crazy?
kidding me?
$3.8
dude?
million seemed like such a great price.
Play that again one more time. Jesus, dude.
It's the same. Is it a 101 or something? Is it the same card?
This is a very rare. They only made 100 of these. This because they didn't think he was going to be a good quarterback. This is one of his only he has a couple autographs in his rookie year, but his championship rookie ticket from playoffs is considered his best rookie. It's crazy, dude. Recently, says here that this nearly doubles the previous record loss of $1.48 million, which was on a Luka Doncic card. Wow, dude. That's so nuts.
Why would you sell that a year after? I don't get that.
Why would you buy it for $3.8 million? What makes it worth
Well,
$3.8 million?
I don't know. If you did, though, wouldn't you at least wait for him to go to the Hall of Fame or something? You know, some sort of.
Why get out so fast, man? Especially when the market's what the market is. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Just put it down for $1 on eBay and cross your fingers. That's crazy. Wembanyama had 8 blocks today, man.
Wow.
Chet Holmgren put up 36.
We saw there was the Tops now when Wembanyama got drafted, and it was out of, I'm trying to remember the number. I want to say maybe like 199. It was auto, and the guy was asking $3,000 for it.
Wow.
I was like, wow. I was like, man, that's a big number.
So our boy Vinny is big in this Wembanyama stuff. He's got a shit ton of those Sports Illustrated for Kids magazines, man. I mean, a shit ton. And he was telling me that prices on those SI for Kids Wembanyama's that are like PSA 9 and above are ridiculous. Let me look these up. Wembanyama, SI.
Yeah, they've been solid.
Kids.
300 plus.
Yeah.
He said like 11 grand.
For the card or for the magazine?
No, for the card.
Okay.
It's tough.
Here's
Get
PSA
it clean,
7s
I
for
guess.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two-
it's not easy to get those in higher
PSA
grades.
8 for like 2.2 for 2,250. 3,650 for an 8.5.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, but like if I had it, like I would try and sell it now because I feel like once you get the actual Wimbayana cards, like the Spurs, stuff like that, like
I would
people are
wait for
gonna
the
want
All-Star
that.
game. I think that he's going to have a killer year. He's going to go to the All-Star game and he's going to be the talk of the NBA. That's when you sell it.
Dude,
That's
if he
not
got
a
in
short
the
print magazine at all.
Hey, bro, what if he
No.
entered the dunk contest, bro?
It's not a short print magazine, but it is almost impossible to get in a
To get it
grade
clean.
above 9.
Yeah.
It's like that Tiger Woods card.
Yep. I mean, look how bad the centering is on all these. You can see.
Yeah, they're all terrible. I have a
mean-
stack of sheets because some people just sell the sheets
Yep.
of like
Mhm.
Otani ones, and there isn't one in there that's centered. Like,
Yeah. The funny part was the same sheet that had this. Being a Tennessee fan, Hendon Hooker is on that sheet. I just wanted a Hendon Hooker, and so I'm just like,
Look
you
at
might
that
throw
one.
those
That one's
away,
centered
or-
pretty nice for a 7. It's top to bottom off, but it presents well. Like if you can get one that presents well for cheap, I think that's going to go a long way on these Wembanyama SI for kids.
It's almost like going through like 86 Fleer, like back in the day, just because of the cuts.
Yeah.
Like worse.
I mean, look at how bad these are, dude. $67 for that one. I wouldn't even
Why would
taken
you
that out. I
grade
wouldn't even. Yeah. What are you doing?
Why would you grade that? Yeah.
Yeah. I'd leave that in the magazine and grade the magazine. Look how nice that looks. Arena grading.
Rip it out of that.
10.
And
Look at
send it
that.
somewhere
A
else.
PSA 9, 10 grand.
yeah.
Wow.
You should look up.
I just can't-
I would be
I'm not-
curious to see the census on that. You should look up, see how many.
But that's the thing. It's like,
I'm checking right now.
I mean, do you want
Yeah.
to pay 10 grand for that card? I mean,
It's his first card, technically, right?
Yeah.
No.
but you say again, same thing for like Tiger Woods, like Sports Illustrated. Are people dying for that? I don't know. Golf's different. It's hard. to
Yeah,
compare.
I don't know anyone
There.
that's dying for golf.
This is the guy that everybody's talking about, though. Look at that, 11,000
Yeah.
for a PSA 9. 7,000 for an autograph. 7,500 for an autographed one. There's another.
I mean, the hype on him is it's high, but
incredible.
it's going to build even more for the next couple of years here.
Tony, I do like your call on Chet.
Yeah, Chet's amazing too. Yeah.
He's
my hometown boy, so I gotta.
Yeah, I think
those are the only cards I've been buying is Chet only. So
Somebody got a 9 for 5,000 in September.
That's when you flip right there.
Yep. I'd be selling that right now.
Yep. Buy it now, 8.
Did you see that video there? That famous video of Chet when he's 16 and he's going against Curry. Jesus,
Yeah.
dude. What about that new kid that everybody's talking about? That kid up in Canada, right? That just said he was going to go to Duke. He's like broke a
Oh
record.
no, the
for
guy in Mass.
Cooper. He's
Yeah.
from Maine.
Is he from Maine? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cooper
Maine,
Flagg.
sorry, yeah. Because the Boozer twins just took their visits to Duke, Carlos Boozer's twins, and then because he just changed classes, the one that Tony's talking about, so he can reclassify. So he'll be number 1 this year, and he could be the number 1 pick the following year.
Yeah, Cooper. He's got the cover of Slam magazine. I think this month.
I found the Victor Wembanyama Sports Illustrated. All right, there's a total of 1,189 graded. There's a pop of 0 for a 10. There's 4 PSA 9s and 79 8s.
Wow, just 4 9s. Man.
Dude, those are so hard to get in higher grade.
There's nothing above 9.
There's nothing above a 9.
Can't we send him a Blake Martinez and have him manipulate it, or like?
Mhm.
Wow.
There's 6 autographs.
Cooper Flag. Yeah. Jersey the Bay. Cooper Flag. Yeah.
Yeah, those autographs are selling for about 8,000, 75 to 8,000, 7,500 to 8,000. All right, let's get into some FOC picks really quick. We'll go through our FOC picks. Shout out to Lefteros and Cover Price for what they do. Deviant #1, the second print, is on FOC this week. This is the book everybody's talking about this week. It's got that great Lee Bermejo cover, 1 in 100. All right, even looks great with the trade dress, which this looks great with the trade dress. Image is good at that, I think.
I wish they didn't do a store variant for the the Virgin.
Yeah, pisses me off. Yeah, I mean, good for Mutant Beaver, but it does suck that they did that. Comic publishers need to realize how important those ratios are to not only the people that sell them and also to collectors to do that. Ghost Rider #21. Solicitation implies the future of Ghost Rider may be revealed, and this is not a good. It's a good Bjorn Barons cover, but it's not up to par of everything that he's been putting out. This is the first Bjorn Barons Ghost Rider cover where I'm like, you know, it's decent.
Where's the fire?
Yeah, it's got put out. It looks like
got some water dumped on.
Because it's the final issue, you can't have that much fire.
Yeah.
Gotta cool it down.
I like it though. A lot of Barons is like portrait. There's a lot of stuff going on. He doesn't do a lot of feature.
Yeah. Next we've got. This is tough.
Foil.
I'm shocked this hasn't been a thing yet, honestly.
Joker Harley Quinn Uncovered #1, cover D, a foil variant reprint of the Alex Ross dance cover.
Fan Expo had a foil of this.
Oh, you're right. That is true. So yeah, this isn't even the first time it's been foiled.
Yeah.
What a bummer. All right, moving on. Kid Venom Origins #1. Yeah, this is interesting. Provide a glimpse at what the future holds for Kid Venom. I think it's a cool character. I like that character. I think it's a cool design too. So I think this is terrible though, even though I know it harkens back to old school, but All right. Sickness #1, third print. You got a Chuma Hill cover. Could be allocated though. So third printing for #1.
Primo,
you can probably just get it straight from their website.
Real quick, Chet's rookie cards are in 22-23 product. He was injured all last season, so his rookie season counts for this year, so that's why he's up for Rookie of the Year for 23-24. But if you want his rookie cards, they're in 22-23.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you want a lot of them and want to open them up, I suggest going and buying some Chronicles. You'll get a ton of them. And Chronicles are fun to open up for that reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, wait, would you think the Prism is still like the rookie to have though for that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Buy a couple Prisms,
can
go have fun and open up some
Prism Silvers.
You can go on their website right now and buy this. There's actually 2 third print covers.
Yeah. What'd you say that? Say that again about the sickness.
Yeah, you can go on Uncivilized Books website and buy it right now. I'm sure it won't get allocated from them.
Yeah,
and there's
that's
2
true.
third. They did another third print cover.
Is the other one better than this?
No, it's weird.
Oh, there you go.
It feels like late print variants aren't a thing as much as they were like a year or 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
I think people are kind of getting tired of variants for, we always have that thing, let the market decide. I think the market's starting to decide that they don't care about these that much anymore. But then
those
again,
publishers are they're still gonna pump out those like 1 in 25s where people still
Yeah,
You know,
people still pay crazy prices for that stuff.
For the second
Where
print
they,
125s, yeah.
where they
Yeah.
massage the numbers, I guess, or whatever, where people where it looks like people still want them, right? But
I
then
think later prints are still doing really good.
No.
I bet you a lot of those second print 125s die 2 weeks after they're on the list.
I'm sure, but while they're on the list, hell yeah, I'll pick them up. I'll buy them for a ratio all day.
Can you get them for ratio?
From the right places, yeah.
Yeah, true. Timeless number 1, you got the spoiler variant by Felipe Massafara, and it's a Doctor Doom as Sorcerer Supreme cover. So there you go. Transformers number 1, a second print cover A with Duke on the cover, which is not good.
Oh, I actually read Transformers number 1, and I was quite surprised what happened at the end.
Well,
it's a good book, really good book.
Yeah.
Undiscovered Country number 27, cover C, a Negan Walking Dead 20th anniversary cover, which is amazing because he's about to take out Uncle Sam, zombie version of Uncle Sam, and I always love Uncle Sam covers, so I will be looking for one of these Giuseppe Camicoli variants for sure.
I was going to ask you, what happened to Uncle Sam over your shoulder?
I've got them taken down so I can put up other stuff. So I got so many pictures that I'm going to start just figuring out ways just to run them in and out every couple of weeks. Yeah. Next. Oh, that's it. So make sure you guys go check out Cover Price and Lefteros. I'm going to be tomorrow night. I'm going to be doing a show. Lefteros got me hooked up to do this show over at Black Crown Comics. So if you guys want to check that out, that is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be jumping over there to shoot the shit for some a little bit of time. So come hang out with us tomorrow. Shout out to Lefteros for hooking that up. And then let's jump on over to our boy Billy's Economic and Comics pre-order bundle page, just so we can go over some of the other covers really quickly. Go check out economicsandcomics.com. He's actually going to hook us up with some books to give away to everybody, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to have some giveaways for everybody that engages in the show, whether it's hanging out in the live and shooting the shit in the live and putting comments below. The comments have been absolutely fire lately, so... we got the Harley Quinn Black, White, Redder number 6 Ariel Diaz cover. That's really nice. I like that a lot. That's interesting. That's one of the only Ski Chalet covers that's decent looking. I think the Ski Chalet ones are weird. It's a weird thing to do a cover on.
Yeah.
And that's a nice Art Germ Magic cover variant, a Magique variant.
Yeah, there's a 1 in 20 or a 1 in 50 of that.
I'm
For
getting
Virgin?
sick of.
Yeah, I am too, kind of. I agree.
Oh. You're getting sick of who?
Art Germ.
Art Germ.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I've been saying that for years now. It's all the same shit. It's just different characters, same poses, same everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tiring.
I thought I wasn't going to buy it, but I kind of want it now because it's a Magic cover.
Man, I really like this Ariel Diaz cover. That's excellent. There's a Timeless one. There's the Massafera spoiler variant. How horrible is this? That is so bad, dude. Oh, man. That is rough.
Yeah,
it's the Wolverine variant.
I know. Amazing Spider-Man 41, the Disney Avengers book. For those of you guys that are getting all the Disney books. Timeless number 1, Alex Ross wraparound gatefold variant. Now, this is how this book is supposed to be put out, man, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good on Marvel for doing that. Gorgeous. Kid Venom, Batman, Off-World number 2. It's an interesting cover. Ooh, look at that. Fantastic 415, Greg and Tim Hildebrandt Galactus Marvel Masterpieces variant. That's beautiful. All these covers are good on this row. That Dark Droids 5. It's a dope
I
cover.
like that Predator and Wolverine.
And that is amazing, that Sienkiewicz Predator and Wolverine. Other than that horrible 20th anniversary thing, Fox thing.
I just like the Fantastic Four because I always love the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The She-Hulk's great. Another Errol Diaz and second printing on the Transformers with Soundwave. That's awesome. Still waiting
Is he
for my
like the
Soundwave.
only Transformer in that book? I'm just curious. He seems like he's on the most covers.
Yeah. This is a cool Venom 29 Linnell Francis Yu cover. Little homage there.
Let's say it's like the Spider or Venom when he's holding Spider-Man.
Yeah.
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 That's a horrible homage, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a cool cover. But
I like Linnell
yeah.
Francis Yu, man. I think he's a badass. Scotty Young, 2 Scotty Youngs. This one's interesting. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars Battle World 2. There we go. Red Light DeCall cover. You got the DeCall Penthouse Comics books coming out. Shout out to James Kreider for posting about that on IG. Harley Quinn Tedesco variant. That's nice. And then G.I. Joe 302 cover.
The 1 in 10, the variant.
Yeah.
That's the one to look at because it's got Stalker in the jetpack with Cobra Commander in the background by Brad Walker. It's
I like the
hot.
Stalker in the
It looks
jetpack one.
incredible.
It's either the Opena, Superman World's Finest, Batman Superman World's Finest. Great storyline in this. Venom 29. That's an interesting cover. Ooh, look at that. That High Republic Shadows of Starlight. That's a great cover right there. Darth Vader logo variant. Oh, great. We're getting those in Star Wars now.
You got to add to your list, Josh.
Nothing's safe.
That's interesting. Marvel Zombies. That's weird.
Justin, you got to read the Penthouse Comics for the articles.
Dude, look at that. Mark Brooks connecting cover set. That's pretty good. Superman Santa card stock cover. Look at that.
I thought that was actually pretty cool. I'm not a Superman guy, but I like that one. I think it looks neat.
I like that Red Light number 2 also. That's another homage. You hear about The Mandalorian season 4?
No.
There's a word that
Oh boy.
what's his name's pissed and he doesn't want to be in it because he's
Pedro
not-
Pascal?
Yeah, because he's not getting any screen time again, and he's saying that he has movies he's got to do.
Well, then you can just put someone in the body and then have him do voiceovers, right?
Yeah, that's why he's pissed already.
Hmm.
Because he wants to be an actor, which I understand, but once you get that going out about you, you know, and you have people talking about you like that, that's not good, especially as an actor.
Yeah.
I thought they were kind of setting that up to hand it off to Bo-Katan.
That would be great if that's the case. Ooh, look at that Jenny Frizen cover. Holy cow. That's a good Silver Surfer cover, too. Did you see he's been confirmed, too? Supposedly.
I saw that, but I didn't
Sacha
know.
Baron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen. This is a great Fantastic Four cover.
What movie? Like, is it actually just like he's going to be in the MCU, or they said the movie where he'd be?
Yeah, they said the movie. I can't remember what it was.
I can. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. More Momoko. That's actually a decent Momoko. That's not bad. Scotty Young, Planet of the Apes. Lobo Santa cover. Look at that. Wow. Doesn't that look like Adam Hughes?
Yeah, I like that one more than that other one they just showed, where they're all in like the hot tub or whatever.
Yeah, this one's awesome.
That one's good.
That's great.
I don't mind the Superman one, but even the Superman one's kind of to me.
It's not as good as that one.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Duke on the Transformers thing. I'm confused.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it's because they're trying to make the universe.
Yeah.
Duke on the second print of the Transformers. But
Ooh, look at this In-Hook Lee variant. Why'd they mess it up and put that there?
Yeah, it's also a 1 in 100, so you can get it.
Oh, okay.
Virgin.
That makes sense. A lot of good covers for this FOC. That's an interesting timeless cover. It's a terrible. Well, maybe is that terrible? Yeah, that's terrible. Look how bad Scarlet Witch is. The Vision part's cool, but Scarlet Witch is rough. The Vision part's really cool.
I would tell you they're both rough.
Yeah.
With the sick emoji.
You know, I think you're either a Momoko fan or you're not. It's hard.
Yeah.
The Ghost Rider stuff's not that bad, but you just don't see that much of it because of the flame. I don't know. Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
I thought that was a cover already before.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I say that. Where were you in Halloween? That's perfect. Yeah.
There's the Momoko Black Panther. I don't know if I like that or if I don't like that.
You're supposed to draw an alien cover. Oh wait, change to the Black Panther real quick.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is creepy as hell right there. Holy cow. That's a great cover.
There you go. Left row said Duke appears in that issue of Transformers.
Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Jungle Queen Royal cover. Shout out to Left Rows. There's the Tedesco Wonder Woman, Perillo, Queen of the Jungle, Superman Bermejo, Frank
Can you
Cho,
click on
Black
that
and White.
Tedesco?
This one?
Yeah.
It's good. It's Tedesco.
I like Tedesco.
I wish I had Linda
yeah.
Carter's face. It'd be perfect.
Yeah. That's
The more I look at that G.I. Joe, the better it is because the hovercraft, like that's an aspect you never got. And there looks like
I
taking
agree.
the body off of it.
This is a better cover than the color one, though, too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this, too. I love all this Geiger Ground
Geiger?
Zero stuff, yeah. This is the finale of the little miniseries they're doing. Great character. Lyrics Lee. Ooh, Dwellings number 3.
That's a cool cover.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
This is the reprint from Oni Press. Sure, there's going to be the bloody reprint for that too. Devil That Wears My Face.
Yeah, the Forns. He's doing like those pulpy.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Santa.
Oh, I like the
Silent Night.
406. Kind of like, yeah. Oh, those are
Facsimile.
the days. Yeah.
Lotus Land, number 1. That looks interesting. What's this? In a Vancouver of the future painted with ultramodern decay, a groundbreaking advancement in technology promises an end to entropy itself. But when an attack on this mysterious keeper program threatens the lives of everyone tied to it, retired police detective Benny Strikeman is called to investigate one last case. There you go. Shout out to Dynamite, always doing great Dynamite things. Sonic. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I did pick up some of those. That Moromeo one.
Yeah.
That was like a online only book, and now they're printing it for the first
Really?
time. Yeah.
How does that work? Like, you can print as many, like it's online only, but now you can print as many as you. I don't.
Like before, you could only read it online, and now they're making it a
That's
comic
it.
book.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gained so much interest that people want physical
People,
copies.
they're ready to publish it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would
The
be
Witcher.
my guess.
There's the timeless cover pack. Dark Droids number 5 Ken Lashley variant. I like Ken Lashley.
I tell you what, the Dark Droid story is just not great.
It's not panning out.
No. And
So it started
I
out
did hear
strong.
that Bounty Hunters is ending, thank goodness, because it's just a 40 issues in. It's just brutal.
That's interesting. Huh. That's a good cover. More Momoko Nightmare stuff. Tulalote. All right, let's see what we got here to end it out. Harriet Tubman, more Demon Slayer stuff. Sabrina Teenage Witch Holiday Special. That's interesting. It's a good cover. That's a good cover too, right there. That's a really good cover.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Thought that was Melinda Comics for a second there.
I heard she's actually suing that cosplay person.
Is she?
Like,
Really?
no, I'm just joking.
Oh, God. I like the Alice Cooper one.
Look at that Arthur Sidem. Holy cow, dude.
That's cool. Like a
Man Lion.
Frazetta.
Look at that. Ooh.
That's cool. God, man, that's really
Like
cool.
More.
Amazon's Go Home. Wow.
All right. I thought we were almost done. There's a lot of FOC books this week. Holy shit. The Wake. 13 Origins The Wake. Number 1. Superman number 9 with a Aquaman character on the cover. You gotta love when they do that. Rick and Morty. Rad Wraith number 3.
Right, yeah, that one right there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Those are badass.
I assume that Aquaman movie's coming up here.
Looks like it. That was a cool Jay Lee Aquaman
Is that
cover.
like the beginning of the year? Does that sound right?
Ooh. Look at that. Christian Ward Joker cover.
That's cool.
Lester is saying it's a bloated FOC. Some books coming out in 2024.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's an interesting
Why not?
cover.
But you
I
have to
like
order
that.
it now, or you won't get it in 2024.
For some reason, I really like that cover, man.
Yeah.
I kind of do, but I can't really.
I like the design of it. I like.
Yeah, I don't
like her face,
Like-
Cool cover.
but I like the
yeah,
design.
like why? Yeah.
Derek Chew.
I thought Chu's been pretty solid all year.
Here's the Dwellings Trad Moore variant. Ooh, look at that.
I like the. Yeah.
The background. Holy cow. That's awesome.
$9.99. Damn.
Yeah, they're all $9.99. They're pretty thick. They're like, 60, 70 pages? Look at that Creep Show. That's a great Creep Show cover. Charred Remains #1. Nakayama.
Nakayama.
Like Catwoman, yeah.
I thought that was yeah, I probably shouldn't say it.
Flamingo, yeah.
I thought that was what's his name's wife for a second there. Red Hood licked her head. What's her name? She wrote a book. Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, I thought that was Jada Pinkett Smith for a second there. I was like, what? Undiscovered
there was
Country.
Old Purple Rain homage with him on it. Flamingo.
Really?
Yeah.
God, that'd be great if we could put Red Hood on that cover.
Good luck with that. Good luck on that.
Miguel, I don't think we really had a drama alert, huh? We just had like a drama update, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, I think I don't have my drama alert stuff in my OBS yet. I got to put it in, but for drama alert, really, there's not much to talk about this week, other than Thorough has been killing it on the whole epic craziness that's been going on, and he talked about the other day. If you guys get a chance, go watch it, his CGC show. But yeah, Brittany McManus at CGC said CGC has banned him from submitting and revoked Albert's status for submitting signature series as well. Now, this isn't Epic. This is the guy that's been bankrolling Epic. Now, if you guys didn't know, we had been talking for a while about how Epic had somebody behind the scene doing something with CGC signature series books that sounded really off and outstandingly crazy, and we didn't want to say anything until we found out who it was, and Epic gave the guy up on one of his videos where he was trying to show everybody he was at the con and they couldn't keep him out. Well, in one of those videos, he showed his badge, and his badge was in the guy's name, and so Thorough jumped on it like a freaking the detective that he is.
Pitbull.
Yeah, and put this guy's name out there forever to everyone to see. So shout out to Get It Collectibles, who's also been dropping information. He's been the linchpin on a lot of this. He's the guy that kind of put everybody, on to what seemed like it was going on. Seemed like it was going on. So, but yeah, this Albert guy is the guy that's been helping him do all his stuff, and CGC put an end to that shit quick on their end. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Binkies, Nemesis Prime, Comic Dunes, Jeff, and all those guys. Thorough, of course, killing it. They've been doing a good job. Good job on all the Epic Nation craziness. So, go follow them. Go follow Thorough for all that. He's been doing these crazy shows talking about it. What else was there? I did see some interesting stuff going on in. Oh, we already talked about the Opus Comics stuff. So, other than that, yeah, not much going on drama wise. I have a absolutely huge freaking IG art thing that I want to go through, and I'll probably end up going through those next week so I can put them all together in a better form. But I got a ton of new IG artists to go through that I've been saving. I'm finally getting all the OBS worked up but I just don't have the drama alert stuff, and I don't have my IG art. I want to do something for the IG art stuff, so we're going to save that for that. I want to reach out to a couple people and have them on. I definitely want to put it in the ether that I want to get. Let's see here. I want to get Maria Wolf on. I want to have her come in and talk about, whatever she wants to talk about. I want to get her on the show. So we're gonna try and do that, and then collaborate with as many people as possible. So tomorrow night I'll go on that show and enjoy that. Black Crown Comics, I believe, is the name of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I saw that on your post before what you shared tonight.
Yeah, so pretty cool that they used the Watcher stuff. I actually own this
Yeah,
cover. He didn't know. He doesn't
Underrated.
know that. Yeah, he doesn't know this, but I own this cover. So it's pretty funny that he used it. So pretty cool. You guys got any pickups?
I have a few cards I can show.
I have
that I have
two.
right next.
All right, let's get into it then.
I got Megs. I'm going to send off to CGC.
We'll take a look at those too. Actually, let's start off with those, Tony. Have at it, brother.
I'm about to say Tony's got to have something.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, you know what?
I'm always mesmerized after that RoboCop 7 magazine. So
I'm going to hit off the light in front of me so I don't get the glare. You want to let somebody else go first? That's fine.
All right, Josh, you want to go?
Yeah, I only got two, so I'll go.
Perfect.
All right, so Shonen Jump 9.
Nice.
From 1994, which is the first appearance of Majin Vegeta.
Nice.
I've been looking for that for a while, and this one popped up for I don't know, like $3. Yeah.
Is that how a lot of the Japanese comics are back? Like, because they looked black and white, like almost like a phone booth a little bit, or a phone book.
Yeah, they're huge like this. Wow. Yeah, so for $4, I'll pick up a first app of something. I don't even care. And then I had bought that. I had shown off that Elvira 5. So then I bought a number 7 as well, which is a Sienkiewicz cover. So
yeah, that's my favorite.
There's a robot.
Favorite
Adam
series.
Strange on there staring at her.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess now I'm buying all the issues I like from the series in 9/8. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's my favorite series to find high grade.
That's the
books
second
out
one.
of. Yeah, they're bad.
Just go for the whole series now at this point.
And then I got some supplies. So these are all the MyLight CGC bags. So I bought 3 things of those. Yay!
Nice. Nice. All right, Tony, you're up, brother.
All right. Okay. I got a big stack here, so I'm going to burn through these. I'm going to get a couple of these graded. Rose Zhang is a golf rookie kind of thing, but it's a nice cover. Newsstand. There's a good market for like fresh newsstand, rookies and stuff like that. Like you can just go to Barnes and Noble. If you're the first one on the market with the, whatever Sports Illustrated, here's another one from a few months ago, but
wait a minute. Who is that with? So is that
Julian Lewis?
Okay.
They did a bunch of variant covers with a bunch of like up and coming, rookie type.
Because it's people. Quarterly now, right? With Sports Illustrated, is that right?
What's that?
Sports Illustrated is quarterly now, right?
Monthly, I think.
Is it monthly still?
Monthly.
I'm sorry, monthly. I used to think it was weekly before, and then back in the day, and then it's monthly. Okay, sorry.
Olivia Dunn, first cover.
Yes.
Found a couple of high grade newsstands to try to send in. And then we go way back in time. There's an old, I say old, but because it's like the old style sports card shop where they have just piles of crap everywhere. I don't know. They don't exist very much around here anymore, but there's one, and they have like piles and piles of magazines. So if I have like a whole morning off, I'll go dig around. So this is the program.
Is that the Redskins?
No, this is the 85 Bears, man, or the 84 Bears. Yeah. It's in really nice condition.
That white cover looks really nice. I mean,
I don't think this is really worth anything, but it was still in the shrink wrap. It's like perfect condition. One of these. You remember these?
Yep.
These were like
it looks like the art for the Flair card.
I remember Legends magazine. I think they were called too.
Yep. There's a few that are worth something. This is obviously Nolan Ryan, but it's still in the shrink wrap, so I had to
Where
pick
did you
it up.
find that, Tony?
Same place.
Yeah.
The magazine shop. Brian, I got this. I sent you a picture of this. I hope this doesn't get you demonetized.
Nope. That's
It's a high
awesome,
times.
dude. That's great.
Isn't that insane?
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know a lot about Sports Illustrated. I've been following sports magazines in history. Oh, shit, I'm gonna get his name wrong. Brad, and then there's a CGC Sports Illustrated. A couple of guys who are really deep in the Sports Illustrated hobby. Newsstands are always the way to go. There's a Merino, but Sports Illustrated is by far the biggest magazine market. It's pretty well developed. So, like, if you don't have 9/8s on Sports Illustrated on a modern, you're kind of SOL. But anyways, I'm just learning from them. There are subscriber variants with the mailing label that are worth keeping, like Jordan's especially.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot out there. All right, Mondo. You ever heard of Birth Movies Death?
No.
Mondo had a quarterly magazine that came out. I think they stopped it like 2018. So they did this issue.
So that was before they got acquired by Funko.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
These are wraparounds too, but these are for the Infinity War and Endgame. They're really cool.
Those are awesome.
Be cool to get like all the signatures on them.
Yeah.
I thought I'm not going to get political, but this is a 1990 cover. 1990,
awesome.
People were. It's nothing new to make fun of Trump, I guess.
That's great, dude.
He's been doing that for a while. Found that at that card shop again.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders.
Yep.
1977.
Wow.
77.
Wow.
Where's Red Hood? Red Hood.
Another one that
crazy over that.
Oh, yeah.
This,
Ooh,
this
that's
sells
a
pretty
big
well
book.
for that famous Kim. She did. There were two variants of this.
The champagne bottle one, right?
But yeah, they go for almost 100 raw. So a lot of these they don't have any graded. So Slam Magazine. So they do these gold variant covers.
Yeah.
And they're numbered on the bottom. This is number 66 of 94.
Wow.
This is Scoot Henderson. He isn't having a great start to the year, but still.
I like that kid in Houston, the twin, the Thompson.
Yeah.
twin.
Yeah. Thompson. Yeah, because that's who everyone gave the Hornets crap about because they didn't take him over. They took Brandon Miller instead of him. I was like, Brandon Miller can play, man.
But a raw of the gold Wembanyama just went for like 700.
Wow.
A week or so ago. Yeah. I do love the hip hop magazines are always fun.
Yep.
Get some early Eminem. There are a few sources that have been graded, but not a lot. So we'll throw some.
I didn't know he packed the chainsaw
in a slab, right?
That's cool.
There's another animation magazine.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's very cool.
I think this is like right when the show released, so it's got to be one of the firsts. But really good cover.
Was that like 94? Am I like
you can? I know we talked about this before, Brian, but you can still buy these on the website. 1991.
91. God
yeah, they still have them. Here's a foreign. Hobby Japan. This
Adam Warren's
is
Dirty Pair, right?
Yeah. Yep. Dirty Pair. It's an action figure collector magazine, but this is when 1985.
Wow.
So, what else? Two more. So. Keep your eyes out for this one. Richard Hamilton made a cover of Auto Week when he was 13 years old, when he was riding go-karts. I found this in a lot on eBay. You know how like they've spread them all out and like this much of the cover was showing. And I'm like, I zoomed in, compared it, and like, I swear that's it. That's the one. I don't know. Somebody's
Lewis
got
Hamilton,
one of these listed for
Yeah,
like
Lewis
$1
Hamilton.
grand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lewis Hamilton.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. And then this is one of my favorites. It hasn't become a thing.
I love
yet,
that one. I love that one.
Had a discussion with somebody on Instagram about first Mario and like what that means. You know, and they're like, well, Blip, there's a cartoon in there. There's a cartoon strip. And yeah, I agree. Blip came out after this, but it's not a comic book character. You know, it's a video game character.
Yeah.
I always I think it's always one of the funny parts. Like everybody talks about like Mario with Nintendo, but if you realize there's a Mario Brothers game in Atari 2600.
Yeah. Yeah. And this
A lot of
was
people don't
before.
realize it. Yeah. And that we have Donkey Kong. Yeah. Right.
The Donkey Kong version.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They don't go for anything now. But honestly, most of the magazines don't go for anything now. I mean, Sports Illustrated is
That's
the
a
only
great
market
looking. It's just a great. That's a cool magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, especially, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's kind of the Wild West for magazines right now.
And that's what you got that you're sending in to get graded?
Yes. Yep.
Nice. All right, who wants to go next?
Off what Tony's got?
Hell
Just because we're talking about like the video game stuff. I'm not. I mean, I like video games, but I don't like it. I'm terrible at them. But I do listen to like a lot of the guys and listen to Justin and Zach and their podcasts and stuff. And so there were a couple of old video games that I saw that were for sale on eBay. And actually, I'd asked my dad to go back to my house or our house and look for my old Sega and the games. And he sent me some pictures of like all the games and stuff. And I was like, go up in my closet. And I was like, never mind. I was like, I'll be there in 2 weeks. I'll find the Master System. But so I found, I was showing these to my wife because she had her NES when we lived together, when we first started dating. But I got these on, because there were two games that were basically the destruction of home video games. The Atari or the Pac-Man because it was absolutely terrible. Awful. And they tried to rush it out. And then there's
E.T.
E.T.
Hell yeah.
The two worst games of all time. Like if you wanted to destroy the home video market for playing games, not the arcade, because after this you had an arcade, you had Outrun, Afterburner, Gauntlet, like great games, but these were the ones that destroyed really the home
Pac-Man.
systems.
Yeah.
And
did you get the E.T. from the dub?
No,
from that dub.
Yeah.
I heard about the Brian's, and I was like, Brian, where is it? And he just pointed, and I just took a shovel and just started going.
And then you said
the best part is, do you see the price on this?
99 cents.
97 cents.
97. Okay.
97 cents. And I got them both on eBay, and literally this one was 65, and this one was. It was more, but it wasn't that much more. So,
wow.
But I thought they were very cool. And then the way they're graded, the cases, I was like, oh, these are great.
Yeah, I was talking to Vinny about that just last week. Like, we know all the Nintendo craziness with video games going on, but I mean, it didn't make sense to me why Atari, being 10, 15 years older and probably harder to find in sealed condition, how those can go for $50, $100. But I mean, it comes down to the age, right? Like the age of the hardcore, with it collectors is not people, people my age who are 50.
Our age.
It's the 35-year-olds who grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
No, so Josh is my ages.
I was like, Tony and I are in the same club, and everyone else is.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Atari.
And the thing was, I didn't have an Atari. I had an Odyssey too. So I had the voice of Pickaxe Peak, and so like my friends are playing Pac-Man. I'm playing Casey Munchkin, and this is always a joke. And my friend, so I didn't have a Nintendo. I had a Sega because I remember, Nintendo was great, but if you look at the Sega when it came out, it looked sleeker, it looked better, the graphics were better.
Yeah.
But my best friend at the time, he had no one to trade games with, so he's like, "Hey, get a Sega." I was like, "Okay, I'll get one, so we can trade games." He and I are playing Alex Kidd in Miracle World, and everybody else is playing Super Mario Brothers. I'm like, man, it's like Casey Munchkin and Pac-Man all over again. I'm like, how do I keep getting in this rabbit hole?
I grew up with one person in my life owning an Atari.
Yeah.
That was my grandma. And she is now 94 years old, so that's the market you guys are talking
If
about.
she's
right
still
there.
playing it,
people that are almost dead.
Well, we're close. I keep telling my wife, I was like, there are only so many years left. This is actually the best thing I've got. Frank Welker was the voice of Megatron. And this is the shot right before he blows Ironhide's brains out. And I just got this. I was like, this is fantastic. I was like, now if I can get a Peter Cullen picture to put beside it, like when Optimus Prime is fighting Megatron in the movie or dying, either one. But I was like, that's great. And then behind me, a buddy of mine sent me the Iron Maiden album. He missed my birthday by about 4 months, but beggars can't be choosers. So, on that part. And then one last thing is I was talking to Yee about this.
Oh yeah,
Trumpet's card.
That's awesome.
I was waiting a long time for. I was not going to pay the price for when everybody was going nuts for Edwin Diaz and he coming out, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll find one on eBay." I didn't really want one out of 25, but I was like, "I'll take it" because it was cheaper than the ones they released of whatever the cheapest one was. And
the base one.
Yeah, and it's scratched, but the case is scratched, so I got to get it out of the case, but it's still got one.
Nice.
Not bad, dude. All right, who wants to go next? You got anything?
Yeah, I have a couple items. All right, so I'll go ahead and start off with the big. So you remember how I was in that Pac-Man break, right? Well, I got my card in this nice Jokic card from National Treasures out of 25. This is from 17, 18 National Treasures. So pretty cool patch in there. Yeah, so it's like definitely to make my money back, I definitely have to send it, and it definitely needs to hit at least a 9.
Hey, just to tell you, I just found out Bill is taking. They're submitting everything to PSA now, so you can do everything through the shop here.
I have my own PSA account though.
Oh well,
Yeah.
Some people can't hide money.
Yeah. And then I've been buying these Jaws, upgrading like cards I have 9s and 10s of because they're super cheap right now because no one gives a shit about him. So like I'm buying back cards that I already have in 10s for like half the price I paid for them.
Are those from the Memphis Police Department or?
They are. So they've been seized. So
when does he come back? Is he on a? Do we have a countdown yet?
I think it's like January. He's supposed to be.
He's got a while.
Yeah. Like I counted how many games the Grizzlies had, and I think it's like January or something. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, because he's suspended for 25 games.
Yeah.
And then the Grizzlies are not doing well at all this season. But yeah, I think I have other stuff. I haven't taken out packages yet. So.
Nice.
Oh, and I had that case of cards, but I mean, who wants to see a box?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like kind of like, hey, look at this case of cards that's not opened yet.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everybody hanging out tonight. Tonight was more of just a chill and hang out after the craziness of the last 2 weeks. I wanted to kind of just chill and not get too much going. But I've also appreciate you guys giving me some time to figure out my computer issues. So I've been working on that. And what else? Next Thursday we have Thanksgiving, so we won't be doing a Bogcast episode, but we will be releasing us opening these AIDS awareness packs. We have 15 of them. We're searching for card number 66. It's Keith's one of his dream hits out of opening cards. So we're going to see if we can pull it. Each one of these packs comes with their own condom, too. So we'll have 15 old condoms.
What's the card he's looking for?
Yeah.
I can't say. You can look it up. AIDS awareness, AIDS awareness trading cards. Card number 66 is the card that we'll be going crazy for. But these sell for a decent amount in PSA 10, so there's a lot of good PSA 10. So we'll be looking for high-grade PSA 10s of these. But we're going to release that video on Thursday night. So other than that, don't know how the rest of the week is going to go, but we're going to still try to have a show on Wednesday, I think. And then, of course, the weekend we'll be rocking and rolling. So that being said, thanks for hanging out, you guys. Much love to everybody that hangs out with us every week. And I also have another video that I'll be putting out going over all the comments from last week's episode. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be putting that out at some point. And then, of course, House of Stein Friday. And then tomorrow night, Black Crown Comics. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Check me out over there. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.